have to keep going.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
have to keep going with the late recording start. Oh well.
Hello, everybody! I have good news. We started 5 minutes late. All you missed was an annoying man at the gate who wouldn't let us in even though we came to see the wizard.
and also
I'm sorry, that's
Krezek
not
might be
true.
slightly under siege from inside.
Oh yeah, so there's that malarkey, so we have to go kick somebody's ass. And now we continue.
Yay!
Oh, good. I can finally ship this.
Sorry, one moment. I'm assembling things. There we
Where
go.
is my credit? Credit? I don't have a card. Debit card.
You have a debit card.
So, would you like to make a deal?
Really?
No.
No.
No, I would not. It's a matter of fact. All right. There we go. You enter what you know, what four of you know too well as the Abbey of Saint Markovia. Welcome back.
Yeah, we just rushed there.
Yep, I concur. As fast as possible. We're getting there.
Right of horribleness.
Yeah, this is one of the maps that we were still doing manual, so I didn't put. There's no dynamic shadow
That's
casting
fine.
on this map yet.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't care.
You shouldn't.
Not for now. Not for now.
Oh no, wait. Valine was in front, so Valine goes in front. I was second. Leona's third.
So there's double scaling on this.
Yes. Be aware 1 square equals 10 feet, not 5.
You lied to me.
When?
My life is a lie.
When? When did I
Because
lie?
it looks like a 5-foot square. My life is a lie.
Yes, your life is a lie. You realize we've already been here before. Like you've already.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. All right, continue. So what do you all do? Where do you all go?
I rush inside.
Okay.
Since we're oh no, yeah, because this everything right here, all right here. This was just empty field and graveyard, wasn't it?
Where you are at the moment is just the main path to get into, to inside of the walls, but it's basically just the path of the north gate. And then south, over by that shiny looking S7 down there, that was the graveyard you speak of.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so and everything still looks the same, or does it look like there's been a battle, or blood, or guts, or footwork, or traffic, anything like that?
Well, there's tons of foot traffic evident, but nothing that wasn't there the last time.
Oh.
Alright, I'm just gonna make my way back over. I'm just gonna go straight for this area.
Yeah. I'm in close pursuit of everyone else. Except maybe Yenna, but Yenna has unfair
Beep.
advantage.
Beep.
Can't she run?
Anna's only keeping up. She can go way faster than you guys.
Is this door open?
I'm sorry.
Is this
Yes,
door-
yes.
I just go in.
It has in
wait.
fact remained open.
I scream. I wave to. I scream. I wave to the screaming child over here, and then I wave at the well, and then I go inside. Is this door open?
I take a wide berth from the well. I remember what happened last time.
No, that door is closed.
I knock.
Who is it?
It's I. Let us in. We got the dress.
Oh my! The door swings open for you.
Open the door so we can break it down.
Is
The,
this
the door swings open for you. I just said that.
Don't we usually open doors so we don't have to break them down to get in?
Okay, fine. Open the door or I'll break it down. God,
okay?
Better.
snickety.
First off, I look around. Is Imperion here?
No.
Is there
Okay.
any evidence of the head removal? For example, a giant body.
No.
Well, that might. Unless he moved it, that'll probably still be around.
No, he moved it. I think it's not there.
Didn't just
So
put it.
I pull out the dress.
Ah, wonderful. You've managed to find a mark of joy in this dismal existence.
By the
What an achievement.
do we want to give the original or the?
Give the
Wait,
new
didn't we
one.
specifically get a new one to the measurements that this guy gave us for it?
Oh yes, then that's the correct one. Here we go.
So we have the dress for inspiration, and we have the new one specially made and fit to your specifications.
Oh, perfect. Surely he will find this more than enjoyable specimen just...
How do you know that he'll care for this being?
Oh, I just know it in my heart of hearts. Now, I'll deal with placing this on the lovely lady at a later time, but before then, I believe I had a promise.
Yes.
You may notice that, of course, your compatriot is no longer present.
Yes.
Well,
Also,
as it-
the reputation.
I'm sorry. The GM,
Sheep.
GM to player. What do you mean?
Leona interrupted with also the reputation because she's pretty sure that's what she heard about at the gate. She's pretty sure Imperion's causing trouble.
Why, no. I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, but rest assured, your friend is in perfect health, or at least he was when I sent him away. Of course, I didn't send him away alone. I'm certain you're familiar with these other individuals.
What
Uh,
other?
I think I've heard of them, but
I mean, that's the
Well-
message I received was that he found another group of wanderers that he's going to walk with for a while, and he'll meet us up at the end.
Perfect. Well, so long as that's settled, I do realize there was, of course, the promise should the dress be delivered in the appropriate time, which, let's be honest, it has not. That said,
Let's be honest. We've almost gotten killed a few times going back.
that is
It
that is
was-
not of my concern. You assured me you were up to the task, and of
We
course
also
I believed you.
village. It was probably going to be destroyed.
I'm sorry. Wait, what?
Strahd said that the village of Kresik was going to be destroyed after the tree thing was done with the Wizard of Lions. Remember?
Well,
Well, I'm sorry, we had to save a couple towns, had to, get drunk and party it out, and then we decided to head on over, get you a brand new dress, and bring it on up. So, typical hero shit.
Didn't think it needed to be that honest.
Side, we did have to save this town from a giant tree creature that the crazy druid summoned.
I'm quite sure I have absolutely no regard. Of course, I thank you for your services, but that really doesn't affect the nature of our transaction. That said, I will, as a noble man, uphold my end of the bargain regardless.
We held out.
If you ever if you ever require my services, I am indebted to you no more than one time.
I thought he used the one time. Okay, player to DM. I thought he used that. I thought he was going to give us one life back, and
No, he said if I remember correctly, he said that if we didn't do it in time, he would find another way to have Imperium pay him back, and I think that's exactly what happened.
Correct.
oh, okay. I almost okay. Player to player, out of character. I almost kind of want to restart the entire campaign just so we can do everything like in the proper order and actually like have some fun. I'd
This
love to
thing-
replay this with a different character.
This thing has an order.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I've heard other people have played Strahd's campaign and gotten like all of it. Vinny would be the guy to talk to. He's played this what 3 times now.
Only really twice.
The question
I've
is,
never been-
have you completed it before?
No, I've never
To be
completed.
To be quite honest, this campaign does not really have a set order. That's one of the beauties of it. You are put in a land with a problem and certain characters, and you guys pretty much have free reign over how this story goes.
And it's been a complete shit show. But we
Yeah.
love it.
Ever since I went to the
Well, we
confirmation,
wouldn't
I-
have it
I-
any other
I-
way.
story.
It's the best kind of shit show.
Please remember, time does pass whenever time realistically passes. Every day you guys spend sleeping or recovering is absolutely more time that other things are going on in other places. Your action or lack thereof certainly has consequence in this world. So just bear that in mind.
I mean,
That's why I've been saying we shouldn't be spending an entire day to go back to the cabin just to go to sleep, to get up and come back to another place. We should be camping out
I'm-
other spots.
I'm not criticizing anyone's decisions. All I'm saying is
That's okay. I'll do it for him.
try to be mindful of that going forward, because it may come up.
I mean,
Remember-
it already did because of the
You
tree monster that
that-
we were way, way late for.
Yeah, that is one example of things going belly up because due to timing. Yes,
what was the example?
the tree monster.
Oh yeah, that. I blame this guy right next to me on the imaginary table. Yeah. Honestly, I thought that when you bring it up, like I honestly thought that people would have assumed that would have seen that naturally, but I guess people are used to video games. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, where
Visible time.
time just kind of where recovering at a Pokemon Center is just kind of free, and no one really cares.
It's
Unless- Unless you played Majora's Mask.
Well, okay, yes,
Or
but
Fallout
you know,
1.
but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or Deus Ex, actually, the first mission of Deus Ex.
Human
anyway,
Revolution?
Yes, the first mission of Deus Ex: Human Revolution had you infiltrating a building where there were the primary goal was to
I love that game.
the primary goal was to defeat the insurgents, but there was also this background objective for the thing where there was a group of hostages, and people were concerned that they would die if you didn't save them. And as a matter of fact, if you play that mission for any longer than, I think it was like 15 minutes of not saving the hostages, a gas bomb goes off and kills them all. And that's
Damn.
it. You can't save them again.
Yeah,
So,
like,
and no one tells you about it. You just, like, it's kind of a big slap in the face. Like, listen, you're fucking, you let them die and you can't go back. So,
I believe I definitely felt that the first time I played that game. I believe I was about 14 at the time.
I'll be real.
Well,
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah,
The
it's like
bomb. I knew about the bomb because I stopped.
yeah,
it.
Right,
But I
right,
never not
exactly.
stopped.
But
yeah,
yeah,
like
no,
once you're in the actual building, you can take as long as you want. But in the second introduction area, if you fuck off for like hacking into places, stealing stuff, like you let enough time pass, and then the game scolds you for it.
as I said, I think it's 15 minutes, but that bomb goes off and those hostages die.
I think it might be
There's another classic game called MDK, and that was about fighting giant mobile city destroying robot islands that travel across the ground and eat cities. Every time you went to one, you had like 5, maybe 10 minutes to get to the end of the mission and kill the bad guy, or you would hear this bomb go off and this huge explosion, and the whole ground on the mobile crawler would shake, and you'd see a message: "The city of Alabast or the city of Carson City has been destroyed," and it'll list like all the different people killed and all these other things. And the game continues. You still have to finish the mission, but that's it. The city dies, and all these bunch of people
Yeah.
die. And it was a relatively goofy game for most of the part. But if you fucked around, you were like, "Oh shit, they died."
Yep.
Fuck.
Yeah. So anyway, Abby,
Are we live?
what are you guys doing?
No, are we live?
We should be live. Yeah.
Okay.
And what about the threat given to the city below?
I'm sorry, I don't quite understand what you mean.
The
When we
guards.
got here, the guard refused to let us in because apparently, quote unquote, we came to you without permission, and then afterwards we were gonna do a mission, and then after that, you sent your people who have been afflicted down to the town to cause mass hysteria and panic.
No.
Yes,
said-
yes.
Well, that's certainly not what happened.
We barely were able to get in here.
Well, it's not like I didn't threaten it, but it was a hollow threat at best.
You essentially ruined our reputation in this town,
What reputation? I've never had a reputation.
says the one who was busy at the whorehouse, but it's okay. We all have our desires.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty as charged.
Your current physical form is guilty. It shows guilty enough.
I just gently punch him in the shoulder. So like, but yeah. Essentially, we might no longer be allowed back in this town thanks to your threat.
Oh, please. You can assure everyone that I will. That I was simply an insurance policy. I shan't intend to make good on it any time soon. Especially due to the fact that you've gotten me the dress I asked for.
And you think they will believe us?
They don't have to. A couple of weeks of no. I'm sure a couple of weeks of isolation will help them believe you.
Well, on to less pressing matters.
Bones?
I was going to try to start with some questions. Like, I don't know, maybe why the seamstress who made our clothes just up and disappeared.
He just
Okay,
looks. He just looks at you with an extremely puzzled face.
Let me try that one differently. Have you ever heard of a disappearing, reappearing, teleporting, clothing store owner guy and girl that seem to appear and disappear in random alcoves and in vacant homes or closets?
And also sell potions.
Yes, potions. And I
Okay.
hand him one of the potions that I've got.
Okay, so
Wouldn't it
let me
make-
try this. Let me try this instead. Have you heard of merchants whose shop seems to pop up and disappear at random intervals, or who can be found selling their wares on carts?
Well, I mean, there's of course the Vistani. If that's what you mean.
Nope.
No, these were
They were more magical and odd.
Yeah, they were
Actual teleportation.
Well then, let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of a centuries-old magic vampire who taunts the land and brings eternal darkness wherever he goes, striking fear in the hearts of thousands and never seeming to die, such that those call him the devil himself?
You mean Strahd?
Oh yeah, I met him.
Indeed, my point is that anything's possible. But no, I have never heard of who you're talking.
That's weird, considering we bought our clothes in the town below.
We have encountered these people several times, both to our benefit and detriment.
Okay, so like, I want to just interrupt here and just say, maybe we should get that guy what you want resurrected first, and then we can talk about some dumb stuff.
You're outside!
No, I'm not. Then I walked in. Did I not pull myself my character in?
No.
No.
Oh, my bad. I intended to. I think I just forgot.
You good, you good.
Oh God, damn! Elf just suddenly appeared in front of me. Ah.
But where
They
are
do
you?
that.
Anyway,
I was racist.
let's do this. Give him the ring. How about
We don't have the ring yet.
We don't have it.
Oh fucking hell. Okay, fine. I give him one of my potions. Here, I got 5 of these. I have no idea what they do. It came from the weird teleporting shop. This shop gave me what was supposed to be a temporary potion of change to experience a new life. And just
I don't
kind of
understand why you're giving
grasp
him this.
it, and
And
it's
you-
permanently locked in the body of a woman.
And you drank it.
Believe it or not, it
Yes,
dates back
you
to that
did.
one person whose head was on your table when we left.
With all due
Sounds like a
respect,
party animal.
with all due respect, Mr. Priest, young hormonal men don't tend to be the most intelligent.
I throw a rock at her. Not
Oh.
a big one. It's a little pebble. I throw a pebble at her head.
I dodge it.
Roll an attack. Roll a ranged attack.
Fuck it.
It's plus dex.
Oh. Ow.
It hits you in the head, but not very hard. It's not like it caused damage or anything, but it was definitely a tiny pebble to the head.
Ow! Literally.
So I'm not quite sure what you're asking. I see these 3 potions, green, black, and silver. Are you asking me?
5 gray potions.
Do you have 5 gray potions? When the fuck did that?
One
No, he gave
potion,
him one
5
great potion that it
uses.
charges.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Never mind.
And I know Artemis had the black potion. Yeah.
He never used it.
Yeah. I don't think it's properly added to his inventory either.
Are
Could
you?
we
Did we
just
just
see
say
if
that
he's...
I took it?
Sure, why the hell not? But he's
I'm-
gonna take it back.
Writing in my inventory.
One moment, I'm going into a call.
There's still just so you guys know, yeah, you guys still have 3 of those 4 original potions. There's one green one, one black one, and one and then there is this so there's the green one, the black one, and then the the gray quote unquote one, which I believe I quoted as silver, not gray, but very well.
Switch it to silver then.
And Yena actually took it once, so it has 4.
No, I haven't
Fine.
taken it. I wanted to, but never actually got to. They stopped.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
I
Too
actually-
many things to handle right now before we start handling teleportation.
Gotcha.
So I'm into it though.
Yeah. So all right. So that has 5, and so that has 5 uses left.
So we had
But
silver,
yeah, so
black, and green.
that
What
is
was the
correct.
fourth
That-
one?
The 4th was the electric blue potion that you
And
drank.
that- yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna mark it as empty, still in my inventory, because I would have kept the bottle if there was
Yeah.
a label on it, or was it just a
That's
straight bottle?
It's just a glass vial. You can keep the vial though. I mean, there's
Oh.
other shit you can put in a vial.
We should try and see if we can resurrect that guy you guys want resurrected now?
Yes, please.
So, anyway, you hold out the potions, and he says, "So, I'm not quite sure what you mean. I see 3 potions in front of you being held out. Do you want me to identify them for you? Do you want me to identify their function?"
Kyron's eyes open
Wait,
wide.
wait. No, stop. Not if you don't help them with the other thing. If that's like a
No,
See,
it'll do it as a friendly favor.
our other thing is far more important. But if
Does
this
it
is
count
a
against us?
different
favor,
thing.
Like,
So there is a different favor that you wish to
Yes.
ask.
Oh yeah, the one resurrection requirement. Yeah.
yes.
Guys,
Well.
we still have to, you know.
We have to get that ring, don't we? I think.
No, we don't.
No.
Okay. Hey.
Who is the resurrection target?
I
Uh,
hold out this. I go into my bag. Why
his
go to
name?
the wall? I pull out Rudolph's skull and put it on the table and said, "Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves, but we did what?
Damn it!
You need to say his name. Say his name.
What did you say, Monaco?
I
No,
said
I was
nothing.
being.
Okay, but
It was in character too. I just like, damn it.
she's doing her best to keep this stupid grin off of her face, but this is a former acquaintance of ours. You said you can bring back a person. So, he is dead, but his soul is inside the ring of. I believe I know what the exact ring is, right, Monaco?
Yeah, I'm
think
pretty
it's a
sure you do.
Ring of mind protection. I think that's what it's called.
But
Yeah, I'm fairly certain.
But he is currently his soul resides within a ring of mind shield. So, his name was Rudolph. What was the last name?
Rudolf von Richten.
Yeah,
Oh, Richten.
Rudolph
That was it.
von Richten.
Say no more. Is this the individual you wish resurrected?
Yeah.
well, guys.
And it just goes, yeah. That guy.
You need not bring me the. You need not bring me the trinket which houses his soul. You needn't honestly have brought me a piece of him. But very well.
Whoa, that's some heavy doodly magic you got there. Usually you need like at least a piece of a person.
Indeed.
Now, just to clarify.
Oh, that's a good one. He
And
did it.
for anybody in the room, Kyrona is sitting in the chair with her feet up on the table.
Oh,
Now,
hey, I
just-
just thought about it. What
Just to
thing?
clarify.
Wait, I have a question. Clerical question. Nina raises her hand.
Yes.
So, that one, and she points,
The skull.
Kyrona. That one
Yes.
didn't start out that. If we kill them and then you resurrect them, will they go back to the way they used to be?
That is a very good question.
Let's
Hey, you wanna
not
die?
attempt that. I have no interest in dying.
Hey, I'll make it painless. And I hear
The only
most.
way I'll die is by my own sword.
Oh. Okay, then
Maybe you
pull it out.
shouldn't say that in front of the thief, because he can actually make that happen unwilling. When she can actually make that happen when you're unwilling. So
I wouldn't kill someone if they didn't want to die. If I like.
Well,
Now, what exactly?
Oh, right. I had my question. So Kyrona raises her hand. Now, to be clear, and she's holding both hands up, like forward.
Yes.
To be clear, you're gonna bring him back, whole body, alive, uninjured, right? You're not gonna bring him back alive in his currently dead body and let him die all over again.
That'd be kinda funny.
I've heard that story. Some lady brought her son back to life, and he came walking home a bloody corpse.
wasn't that a fairy tale?
You
It
have
was some sort of monkey's paw story.
you have provided me a service. in exchange for another service. I will make good on that promised service exactly as expected. So yes, he will be alive and well. I cannot promise his mental stability, though if he has avoided death in Barovia by way of a ring, then perhaps that is not a complication worth considering anyway. As for his body, he will be
he be
returned
nude?
to you and to life,
Will he be nude?
more than
Probably.
likely.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Valen just asked this innocently.
Leona just pulls out a pulls out her set of standard clothes and says, "I got it covered."
I
I don't think he's gonna be able to wear your size or type.
Oh,
I don't know. Just get him up. He's probably waiting. He's impatient, probably.
This
I've never
will-
met him.
This will, of course, take time.
Oh.
Define time.
Approximately, well, okay.
time is a
Before we begin, I should mention. This, of course, relies on the departed's willingness to return to the body. The soul will be contacted and offered a place back in the mortal realm. However, the soul has every opportunity to decline this request, in which case you will have used this service. As to me, it makes no difference whether or not he accepts. I still use the same channels of
So
magic.
you're saying, but
Are
I'm
the
gonna be honest. The guy used the ring to not die, and he already had that before he got here. So like that was his plan before getting trapped in another dimension. That's just a guess, unless he found the ring here. But like that's not the kind of thing I've found any of in this place. So that wouldn't make sense.
I merely tell you as a warning. If the soul wishes not to return, he will not return.
All right, well go for it. Shoot. Unless you don't want to, you want to die now. And she points at Kyrona. It's like you could do it. We could kill you, and you come back. Maybe get
I can kill
your
you too.
your wong. And she does like a
Leave your
floppy.
pocket.
She does like a floppy like thing with her hand. You can get your wonger back.
I can kill you too. Maybe we'll see if you'll grow back with a brain.
Oh,
That's really rude, man.
Valen,
I was trying to be nice to you. I
Valen,
proposed the solver to your problem.
Avoiding the drama-filled, wistful
Thank you.
nature of this conversation,
Look.
I'm going to insist that you make a decision. The next person that speaks to me must say either yes or no.
Yes, he says.
yes.
Yes.
Very well. It has been
I'm-
decided.
I'm curious though. Is the reason you're saying why if it fails or works it's used? Are the materials consumed before the spell gets fully cast?
The materials are consumed whether or not whether or not the departed accepts their place in reality, or in the mortal realm.
And right, I'm guessing that if they weren't consumed, then we'd still have to offer. But that makes sense.
Indeed. Now, I must ask you all to leave and return again in no greater than 6 hours.
Oh god, for a second I thought I heard you say 6 months. Okay.
Well,
Well, let's go.
one last
6 hours.
Alright.
I actually forgot what I had in mind.
Then let's head out and try to figure out how to deal
Oh.
with.
Before you go,
Oh,
hand me one of the potions, the one you're most curious of.
Oh, the silver one.
No, we already know that one's something related to teleporting.
Oh,
When I
That
talked
doesn't
to the
tell us
potion
anything.
maker,
it could
he
teleport
was-
you inside out.
No, shut up.
That's
When I talked to the potion maker, he was mostly interested if somebody had tried the black potion.
The black
I
one
see.
was
Don't we know what that one
a
does?
way
Like out
to
of character.
prevent death, is what he said.
Didn't someone actually succeed their Arcana for that one? And like we know what it does actually.
It. I highly doubt you've gotten the proper description of this. particular potion.
We succeeded
That's
to
it.
check to know that it's necromantic, I believe.
Okay, well,
And paired with the man's words of "it's a way to prevent death," the assumption has been that drinking this will prevent your death.
Yeah, that makes
But
me.
probably not in a pleasant way. Let's put it that way.
My theory is that it's basically vampirism in a bottle. You drink it, you become a vampire, and you won't die.
But is that true?
I was
Well, let's find
assuming
out.
it was more like zombie lich like.
I mean, does it look like blood in the bottle if it's black?
No. It looks like a charcoal liquid. I mean, it's black as can be.
So
It
it's
looks
like ink.
It looks almost like Vanta black. It's very dark.
So it's like ink.
It's almost yeah.
It's
If
like-
ink didn't
it-
if it didn't fade to blue in in shallow amounts, it just
Wait,
remains
wait,
as black.
wait.
Even a droplet of it remains as black.
I know how black it is. It's so dark. It's almost Edgar Allan Poe, but not quite all the way. It's more Cthulhu universe black.
Sure.
Whatever. Anyway, continue.
Can't remember his name. I'm sorry, my joke failed. Shut up.
It's
H.P.
okay.
Lovecraft.
Thank you. It's not quite Edgar Allan Poe. It's more H.P. Lovecraft level
So-
of black.
Anyway,
Before we leave and before we give you whatever potion, nut brain sides, even though nut brain.
Out of character. Yeah. What potion should we leave him though?
Probably the black one. It's the one that's
I
could
vote
potentially
silver.
cause the most
You have-
damage. I think.
you have a green, a black, and a silver. Those are the three that you have.
You know, vote silver
I
because
think
we have the most of those, so we might actually be able to use it.
we only have one.
But
One
we have
potion
both-
for 5 doses.
Yeah, but it works 5 times.
Well, I think that the black one has the most potential for danger if it's not what we
Well,
expect.
then we'll just throw it out. What if he
But
tells us
if
it's
it
useless?
is what we expect, then it could be very powerful.
Yeah, but it could be
Let's
useful
just-
then if we know what it is.
So what if I gave you some money to do the other one? Or are you not
I've
like a
already
money
learned
person?
That lesson beforehand. No thanks.
How much
What?
money are you willing
No.
to spend to identify more than one?
Here's
I don't know. Ina pulls out a.
It's that. I don't
Normally,
have
I-
any fucking money.
Normally, I'm not concerned with trifles of the monetary scheme, but it just so happens that I may require some coin in the near future, and being prepared is always certainly a better option than not. So, very well. This one time, I will field the question: how much are you willing
okay.
to spend?
3
First
gold and a second wedding dress.
that's useless.
No.
The second
no.
wedding dress.
4.
We are returning the wedding dress.
The second wedding dress does me little.
But I
will-
stole it fair and square.
Which means we can return it fair and square.
Leona's
how-
going to put her hand over.
Silence.
It matters not to me how you obtained it or whether or not it's yours to give. I don't need it. That said,
Um,
I will accept 5 gold to identify a second potion.
I was actually.
I will
about-
give 2 of it. You can give the 3.
Yeah, give 3. But it has to be the silver, or I don't give my.
The silver and the black.
How much?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, he offered you one for free.
Okay, so yeah, Yuna gives the 3.
How much?
Anonymous adds the
Trying
2.
to take away the
Sh-
potion.
Valen's trying to ask a question. What's up?
I actually had 2 questions for him. First was how much for all 3 of them, and second, if he had any spare pearls, or if he knew where we could get one worth 100 gold pieces.
I do not have any spare anything. I
Darn.
don't exactly run a charity here after all. Secondly,
I mean,
I am quite short on time. I'm fielding the option just because I need some coin. 5 gold should be quite amountable given the circumstance, so I won't identify a third. I have no need.
What about what do I need? I've still got some shit from the death house. Some of the treasure, like the
Yeah.
jeweled eye patch and the moth agates.
Oh, he doesn't really have a need for it though.
no.
I have a gold ring.
He doesn't have a need for it.
You can sell it for money.
I do not require additional money.
God.
Monetary aid is not
Guys.
something I'm concerned with.
Guys,
Now,
why don't we
if you'll
talk
hand,
this
We
over
have a
in...
very nice deal
this
already. How
hour?
about we go with it?
Yeah, let's just do the thing we got.
if you'll hand me the potions,
Hand them the potions.
Mm-hmm.
Kyron, do you hand him the potions? Kyron?
Okay, out of
Okay.
character. I know
Yeah.
what the silver one is, isn't it? We figured it out. It's
No,
some
we have
sort
no
of
idea what it does.
temporal changing potion. It changes
it
either
does
takes
not
us to a location or brings
Where?
the location to us.
They've
No, we
already.
just know it does
that-
teleportation magic. That's all we
Ye-
know.
Kyron, Yena and Artemis have already paid the guy 5 gold. It's essentially free for you to have it identified.
Yeah,
Because
don't
they've
know what it-
already paid for it.
But we have 3 potions. We have a green one, a black one, and a silver one.
Well,
Right.
Do we have
Yeah.
any idea what the green and the black one are?
Yeah, but you're not the one paying for the silver one to be identified.
Yeah, but I'm the one owning it.
Well, Artie had the back one.
I take the potions from him.
Are you trying to just take it without his permission?
Yes.
Sleight of hand, please.
Bitch.
You do not take them. Instead, Kyron, you notice Valine attempting to take the potions off of your person.
I just hold them up in the air.
They lead very short. Yeah.
And
Jerk.
I'm 6'2". Suck
Hey
it,
man,
bitch.
I don't understand what your problem is. Just give him the thing. We already paid to have the one that's teleported identified. Just go for it.
Exactly.
You're not.
Just said we already know it's teleporting magic. The other 2
But
we
that
don't.
doesn't tell us what
Look.
it does.
The other,
You know what teleporting
Fine.
magic
Here.
Guys!
Ka-
We've
Karen,
got 6 hours to figure
He takes
out other stuff. Let's just give him
I
the
hand him
potions
silver
and go.
black one.
he takes the potions, places them on the table, and
Ah.
holds one of each hand in front of either potion. All right, hold on, Kyron. I'm gonna mute you real quick because you're feeding.
Am I? Oh, I'll plug in my headset.
he-
Sorry.
Takes his hands and holds the one hand in front of either potion, and you notice some glowing of going on, kind of originating from inside of each potion. They illuminate brightly, and then extinguish. He pulls his hands away, takes the 2 potions, and hands them back to Kyron.
All right, what I get?
Right, I need it.
The black potion. I'm sure you'd like to know first.
That's the one that the potion maker was most curious if we'd had.
Well, it turns out you should take that one in preparation. For it does prevent death, but it prevents death by sort of a shift in phase. Essentially, before a final blow can be stricken, you're simply phased away. You will have to find a place to come back, though.
Oh, that's real weird. What about the cool?
The silver is an absolutely pointless beverage. It certainly does have magical properties and will teleport the user. It will teleport the user into a well, let me put it this way. I can't think of any use for it. Perhaps you can? It will teleport the user directly into immediate and perilous danger, and then teleport them immediately back to where they started, just before the peril is realized.
That sounds awesome.
So it's
Can
a
I have
magic.
it?
So it's a magical prank.
You just like give it to me. I'll do
what?
that for the next 6 hours.
We got 5 shots of it. Let's do it. Yeah, I'll take it.
Can I have first dibs?
Is it
You
one shot
guys-
and it will
So
take me there and take me back in one shot?
Yes.
So just take it and then grab whatever you can from the dangerous place.
Yeah. Let's. Okay. Fuck it. I'll take it. I'm a loot whore. Let's do this.
I do not plan on joining these, but first, maybe we should leave this room while we do our
Yeah.
scenario.
You sip the potion
Wait, what?
No. I
No,
didn't
no.
sip it yet. I didn't sip it yet.
and are immediately teleported away.
Oh,
No.
To everyone
No,
else,
he's
Kyra-
muted. He
No,
Oh.
he's not muted. I hear him protesting.
I didn't
but
say
when-
I'd drink
but when
it.
you 100% just said, I take the potion, and then everyone said, no,
No.
don't take it yet, and you're like,
No,
I don't
I take it back.
Yeah, that's what he
I know
said.
you phrased that, but okay.
I take the potion.
You're lucky I'm Church of England. All right, let's
Enid's
You
just like
asked.
trying to like reach for it, but she's like kind of she's just like reaching like feebly across the table that she's like sitting on.
Yeah.
Together. I point at her, and I'm holding the potion up there. Together. And I'm glaring
But we
at her.
can't. If you take
Together.
it, you'll get teleported away, and I'll have to wait. And I hate waiting.
Don't you have an empty vial, Kyron?
I do. I have here.
Oh yeah.
I pour half the potion into the other potion where the blue one was.
You
Or half.
mean 2/5 of the potion,
Yeah, do
or
2/5.
3/5.
Yeah. 2/5.
All right, so
Yena slams back a fifth.
Yenna slams back half of hers. Immediately. And
It's just
she,
like,
Yenna,
Yeah.
you immediately disappear from where you are. You swallow the liquid, and then it's just there's no pomp or circumstance. It's simply and out of the sort of feel. Yeah, imagine Goku in Dragon Ball Abridged. We're just
instant transmission.
we're just that's how it is. That's just
That's just the sound of
there.
the air retaking the place where I was.
yeah, literally. It's you look around and you immediately recognize this place. Somehow you've never been there, but you
Well,
know
maybe
exactly.
I have. Where's
You're standing on the top of a high tower, crumbly as all hell. Its support structures are nothing if not failing miserably already. This tower will collapse in mere moments.
I try to loot it? Like Linkina runs into the tower as fast as possible.
You run into the tower as fast as possible, but the only thing you see is a rickety wooden floor, a bed, a desk with some parchment and whatnot, and an elevator shaft, or a sort of a manual elevator pulley shaft through the center of the tower.
She searches the desk.
You search the desk. Give me a moment.
Did you go back in time?
Who knows?
Yes.
Hold on.
We gotta go back a couple chapters. Give me just like a minute.
Shut the fuck up, but you're not wrong.
I was thinking like we're gonna be like, yeah, you're in like a dragon cave, gonna get fucking blasted. Like you see the goal, but you're already getting shot with fire. It's just too late. That would be the best. If the
You-
potion only it says you that you're going to instantly die, but you always get to see the loot you could have been if you were there for like more than a second. That would be the most fucked.
You look around. You you examine the desk. Excuse me. You search the desk and find.
Wait, can I get a duplicate of the Sun Sword? That would actually blow my mind.
We didn't know where the sword was, though.
I know, but like, I don't remember even as a player where it actually was.
Yeah, that's because we didn't. That's because we never found the sun sword until we were searching the rubble after it fell.
That's true. That's true.
Yes, Empyrean. Oh wait. Hold
You you search the you search the desk and you find one locked wooden chest.
Okay. You yoinks it, shoves it in like her sack,
All right.
and then like is the tower like already falling?
As you take the box, you feel the entire floor around you begin to shift drastically as gravity seems to take over. The entire tower begins to collapse right under your feet and over your head, but just the very last thing.
Can I jump out the window? Is there time for that?
You push off to project yourself through the window and feel the stonework under your feet or the woodwork under your feet simply push away as you try to jump.
Ah, shit.
You're left falling down, but just before you see a group of quasi-familiar individuals from a distance out of the window, with one lumbering person seeming to be currently quite at odds with a certain individual with cat ears. After which, just imagine that Goku sound, and you're right back where you were.
Do I still have the box?
You do still have the box.
Yuna begins instantly picking the lock on the box.
Ah, what
You-
the hell?
Yuna, for everyone else, you see Yuna simply, and then after about 2 seconds, and she has a box that she is now picking.
What is that?
Damn,
My
what
loot.
the fuck? What? What the shit? I'm glaring at the bottle. What the shit?
Does a 20 pick it?
20 picks the shit out of it. You slowly open it and find a severed head.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What kind of sever?
It is a severed human head.
Whoa,
Based on the accoutrement, you would guess, due to your familiarity with the area, that this head used to, in any case, belong to a Vistana.
Wozer of Wozers. Nice loot.
You found a what?
Is the lockbox nice too?
The lockbox is nothing super special, but it seems sturdy enough.
This is heading in a really.
Hey, I don't know who this is. You want to resurrect this guy out of the kindness of your soul, Abbot Heart?
Do I
No.
recognize the face at all, or is it...
No, this is an individual completely foreign to you.
Is it like mummified or is it like putrid?
Its flesh has a waxy complexion, and it's clearly been embalmed using magic oils.
Oh, cool. Yuna like shoves that in her bag. It's like, this will probably be useful somehow. I don't know. Weird magically is weird here.
I'm so fucking confused right now.
Why don't we go get a drink down in town, and then come back and ask about it?
Yes. But where did
How
you
much?
go?
Does this head weigh?
I'm sorry.
How much did this head weigh? Like probably like 12 pounds.
Yeah, no, if it would probably be only 10, probably less. It would probably be 10. It's had some
Okay.
time to
Lose
ferment.
a bit of water weight.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So yeah, Yina's like, that was amazing. There was this
What?
weird tower, and I saw all of you guys. It was fantastic.
Wait, what? Okay, that's it. Leona grabs Yena's hand and says, okay, we do need to leave so that he can do his stuff. So why don't we leave and then talk about this?
I was just gonna.
And
sleep on
Leona's
the
gonna
chair.
drag Yena over.
Oh man, how will I ever get out of this deadlock of a hand grip? And then she drinks the other potion.
Wait, what?
Wait,
The other potion? Which one?
She drinks the other half of herself, the other silver portion.
I'm moving to intercept. Can I?
Yeah.
Roll reflex. Roll if
Sleight of
you
hand
want
versus
to
acrobatics.
if you want to stop her, then yeah.
Wait, does she
no,
drag me
it would-
along?
No.
No, right?
Hold on. No, but all right, stop. We'll all
Enough.
we'll process this as it goes. Artemis, roll a deck. No, roll a contested dexterity versus Yena's versus a dexterity roll by Yena.
I wasn't the one who
It
grabbed
was
it.
Valine.
Oh, I thought
It was
the
Valine.
two of you did. Okay, never mind. Then Valine, do it first,
Dexterity?
or then Valine, go for it. Yeah,
Is mine
it's
a dex saving throw?
Yes, and Yena, yours will be a dex save. And give me a moment because my mother is calling me on my phone. The fuck?
Okay, we can still just both do the rolls. 16. Oh, I failed. Did very poorly. I rolled a 2.
Oh,
I turn to the abbot and say, as you can see, the elf has a drinking problem.
Tina's like trying to stop you. She can't get the drink. And she's just like, you're such a jerk. I'm just trying to be irresponsible.
no.
Well, I'll wait for Minako and then I'm going to say that again.
Why you gotta be so mean? I already got this crazy cool head.
This is mine now.
Valine manages to. You didn't grab it from, but you did stop her from drinking it. She was about to swig it, and you just grab her wrist and pull it down.
Ina sleight of hands to fucking cork the thing and hide it in her bag.
I take the potion.
Okay. Stealing something is also going to be a dexterity versus her dexterity save.
So, Artemis turns to the
I'm rolling
abbot.
so badly. Why am I rolling so badly?
Yeah. All right.
Also,
you know-
I wanted to sleight of hand put it away, but I guess not.
I don't know if you would have had time to. Well. All right, re-roll instead of dexterity save. Roll a sleight of hand versus that 18 dexterity for Valine
I
trying
rolled
to
the same
grab the
thing.
potion. Then there's nothing I can do for you.
You're a thief!
Th-
Thief! It's the thief!
Valine, you grab the potion from her, and everybody just give me like 2 minutes. I have to carry the dog from downstairs to upstairs so that my mother can bed. 1 moment.
Go.
Bio break.
Filthy criminal! Dirty criminal! Filth! Criminal scum!
Stop right there, criminal scum.
We're
You
both
violated the law.
Gina, we're both thieves, alright? We've both stolen from a ton of people before.
That's not true. I've only stolen from like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 people.
Gina, we're both thieves.
Unless you count everyone in that house. That doesn't count, right? It's like the person who owned the so it's like one person. 7.
Gina, kettle calling the pot black.
You're a thief. You stole from my face.
Kettle calling the pot black.
You're just bullying me. This is a bully thing. You're doing a bully thing.
No. First, where did you go? You said you saw us. Where did you go? Where were
Oh, it
you?
was a crumbling tower. It was fantastic.
What was going on?
Well, the tower was falling apart. There was this giant guy. He was having a great old time, laughing about, and he was saying, and they were having a very angry argument with this one. And she points at
That guy didn't happen to be made of metal, did he?
I don't know. He was like all tall and like black.
Was he covered in spikes?
Probably. I was falling at the time, so I don't know if I have all the picture.
Describe the area you were in.
Stone and wood and crushing me to death?
No, you said you were in a tower, but
Yes.
what was it like in there?
Stone and wood and crumble.
So there's nothing specific? Was there like...
Oh, there was this desk that I looted and stole this head from, and she pulls the head out, and then she puts it back in her bag before you can thieve it. She says that out loud.
anything else?
Oh, this nice lockbox. You see, it has a lock on it.
No. I mean, in the room you were in, anything?
There's a desk, a bed, and a desk and a bed, a floor and a ceiling.
Was there anything
Windows.
in the room? Was
And-
there anything in the middle of the room?
Any people in the room? No. Me, I guess.
Okay, I'm back.
You make it sound like you were in the tower we were at a few days ago.
Yes, can we please respect this guy's request and go so he can do the resurrection thingy?
I mean, I'm already...
So-
Wouldn't that be
so-
novel?
So Artemis turns to Abbott. Well, as you can see, the elf has a drinking problem.
Yeah, give me back my potion, you dirty thief! And she chases Valine out of this building.
Leona's going to keep her grip on,
I am listening to the best fucking music right now because it's a banjo scene. It's literally banjo music going.
Nina's faster than you.
nuts. It fits the fucking
guys! Can we please at least run towards the out direction?
Alright, let's go out.
Give me my potion back. I gotta go get more loot. Then I won't have to worry about it.
Eventually, Yina would catch up to you, Valine.
I'm
She's
not...
quite a bit faster than you.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to outrun her, but like... I'm having...
Don't you want the insider information on where all the good loot is?
No, it probably won't bring me there again. It's random.
You know, I was skeptical of this, but why don't we... Okay, so hear me out. This is probably a bad idea. Then again, that shouldn't be surprising for me, considering where I was born.
I
But
think all of our ideas as a group are bad.
hear me out. So, Freed, get out of the Abbey.
I thought I did.
Oh, your character's still in there.
Oh, sorry.
So, we're... It sounds like you were teleported back in time? Because what you described, the tower collapsing and this metal black guy, that was several days ago.
Yes,
You
the metal
described-
black guy is the guy who ripped his head off.
Yes.
That was more like several weeks ago.
Out of character, yes. In character, no. But, like, if you really were there, then we might all be able to benefit from this somehow.
So can I have my thing back to get the more of the loots? Thanks.
Not yet. Let's talk this out first, please.
We have 5 people and there are 5
I'll give it back
doses.
to
I
you,
thought we'd
but-
all get 1.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. We all.
But y'all are slow. How are you gonna get the loot?
I mean, it doesn't. Remember what the guy said, that we're going to be at the brink of danger, which means there might not necessarily be loot. For all we know, it could be like what happened to Leona, that she almost fell off the bridge. There wouldn't be any loot there. She would just be falling to the bottom of the gorge.
That just sounds fun.
You don't have Featherfall. But
I don't know.
Okay, how about
Fine,
this?
whatever. Bunch of bandits.
I'm the only bandit here, and you.
I'm not a bandit. Bandits hurt people and bully and
Mm.
steal things from people from their face. I have
We're-
the good courtesy of stealing it when they're not looking.
We're
That
mercenaries.
feels bad.
That's what we
What's
are. We're
the
mercenaries.
difference? What's the bloody difference?
Well, the difference is when someone knows you've broken in and you threaten them or you just take it from their hands, then they feel bad and they feel unsafe. That's not good. That's bad. You're a jerk. And she walks
Did you
away.
feel bad and unsafe when someone takes anything if you were there when they were or not?
Oh,
He
then how
leaves.
about we settle it this way as we're walking down? Is there anybody who doesn't want to take their swig of this potion?
Ina's not even listening. She's just walking away from me.
But no, like as we're walking down, I'm serious. Like, is there anybody who doesn't want to take their swig of this potion?
Now that you guys have exited the Abbey, I'm going to put you guys back in the Kresik main.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like,
I'm just waiting until we've got a moment where I'll take it.
what?
I'm just waiting for a moment where we're all, calm down, and then I'll take it.
Yeah,
Corona, you do what you want.
Yeah, because I'm curious now. I kind of want to try this now. Like I haven't been with you guys for a very long time, but if there's anything useful I could potentially get, then I'm going for it.
So,
But if anybody doesn't want this swig, we can give to the Yena.
so,
I want mine.
Minako,
Yes.
as she says that, am I standing? Okay. Can she see me? Am I standing behind her or in front of her? We kind of lost our tokens. So I don't know.
Provided that you guys have been walking in a group, then sure.
I start pulling up the bottle to take a sip.
Maybe we should find a nice spot to do this rather than just doing
Maybe
it
we should-
randomly on the trail.
Yes.
Mystery and adventure.
Let's do it when we're not at the
But death
risk of
and horror.
cliff and dying.
Almost death and horror. There's a very big
Yes.
difference between almost and certain death.
Well, you could be
Fine, I'll wait.
injured but not killed.
Fine, I'll wait.
Leona, do you want your swig?
I'm going to wait for Kyron's reaction, I think.
Artemis, do you want your swig?
I want mine.
Guess I'll pass then, and I give the bottle back to Yena.
Are you sure?
I mean, that's why I was asking. Like, this technically is hers, so
It never was. Was
we
it?
gave it to her.
Yeah, true.
So I just hand it back to Yena. Here,
Ina's walked away from you guys.
come
Like
back
fast.
to me. I cast Hold Person on her.
What?
This is the most inter-character bullshit I've ever. All right. Do you actually cast Hold Person on Yena?
Are you okay with that, Finn?
I mean, I as a player am perfectly fine with it. You should
Alright.
recognize, like,
Yena's
as
gonna
a-
be
as a
pissed
human,
off.
that you are going to really piss off the character if you do this.
Yeah, and he already is pissed off.
Yeah, and she's already mad.
What's the worst that could happen? I'm actually weighing my options here because I intend to give it to her.
So, are you casting Hold Person or not?
I'm genuinely asking myself, what's the worst that could happen?
Vinny, by the way, Yena, you're consta casting. I don't know, like if you have a button held down or something.
Oh, am I? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there you go. Now it stopped.
What was it doing?
Yeah, it was just holding that green circle around your name for like ever.
That's weird. That must have been a visual bug because it
Yeah, I
was
guess.
really nice.
Oh, I see.
Why not? She tries because it has an ability check that Ina needs to fail to work.
Go ahead and post it.
Oh right, I can just click on it. I said I
Mhm.
can click on it.
Thank you.
Yeah, fails.
Yikes. Okay. Yeah, she fails the saving check, and as you're walking away a little bit too quickly, you are paralyzed at the moment. Just something mental and magical keeps you from taking another step.
I just rush up to her, hand her the potion. Say, this is
Yina stares at you, like does not let you. She just stares at you, like with like murder in her eyes, and says, "Did you fucking cast magic on me again?
This is yours. Take it.
Fucking
And then I walk
fuck
back.
off! Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. In fact, none of you talk to me.
I'm innocent here.
Go, just go away. I don't wanna look at you.
Do you take your potion back?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yina pushes the potion away. She might just slap it out of her hand.
Okay. And she walks back to the group.
All right.
Do you drop the spell?
Well, yeah.
Yina runs away from you. Like, as fast as she can. She's gone.
Which is fast. I think it's like 300 feet in like 6 seconds.
I thought it was 600.
No, it's 150 feet. It's 150 feet
per 6 seconds. All right, duly noted. Which is quite fast.
Which is
All right.
3 times the speed any of you can move.
Well, in any case, so that happened.
Wow. Nice job, Valine.
I was only trying to give her the potion back.
Yeah, by casting spells. Stop doing that.
You see the title card.
What?
5.75 hours remain.
What?
I'm making a joke, but you have about 5.75 hours before the Deva is ready to see you.
Okay.
Before the Abbot is ready to see you.
You know, guys, I would really appreciate if you made a bigger effort not to make him angry.
Her?
No, wrong person.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I can attest to that. If we're gonna have to fight Strahd or fight anybody else, we're gonna need everybody's help. As much as I hate getting help from an elf, we're gonna need it.
Not just that, but that necromancer person might just be the only person I've seen so far who'd actually know why our spell is broken. You know, the one that you're carrying, Kyron?
Oh, you mean the spell of greater healing to heal the crazy dude?
Mm-hmm.
That still doesn't make sense, but okay.
Look, we were given a spell and told to figure out what's wrong with it. And he might actually know why our spells went all black on us. Well, I suppose mine went black, yours went deathly.
So, out of curiosity, is anybody planning to take this potion again?
Yes.
We will have one dose for everyone, is what we're planning.
Pretty much, yeah. So
Everyone is having the one.
All right. And when is this
Bailey.
happening? You don't have to make it now. I'm just curious.
No, I'm gonna wait for it. The mood kind of died when somebody was casting magic spells around.
Whoops.
So, yeah, I'm gonna wait on that potion.
All right. Out of curiosity,
I head to the bar.
well, remember there is no bar. There's just the community house where alcohol is sometimes served. Speaking of, Yenna, what are you? You ran off. Where did you go? I'm interested in your side of the story right now.
Oh, Yina leaves town.
Oh, you leave town.
Yeah, Yina leaves town.
Yeah, you leave town. Okay. You begin meandering out of the gates and out of the area. Is there anywhere you are going in particular? If you'd rather not share that, you are on your own. So if you'd rather keep that, if you'd rather keep that confidential between you and I, then that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm sorry.
Who's grinding?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I forgot to mute this thing.
All good. At this point, Yin, if there's anything you'd like to tell me about what's going on with you, just let me know, and we'll pull over to the sidebar.
I told you where she's going already.
Yeah, I know. If there's anything you'd like to talk to me about, we'll pull it to a sidebar.
Mm.
All right.
If I went too far, please just tell me. Like, I don't want to if I overstep your toes, like, please, I'm serious.
No. In character, the player doesn't care. Like, I'm fine with what you do.
Vinny doesn't give a shit. Yinna is pissed as fuck.
You've crossed a line with Yina. Like, if you don't put in the effort to restore that, I don't think she'll rejoin the party. Like, as a player who's playing the character, you have to work to fix that.
Yeah, this one's on you.
All right.
All right. So Kyron heads to the community house where there is some alcohol. You open the doors. It is just the same way that Empyreon left it, immaculate. Apparently the staff here, or rather the community here, has done a great job in upkeeping that work.
Hello! Welcome! Not welcome. Hello, everybody! I'm back! Where's the liquor?
We're back.
Oh dear. You walk in, and seeing as it is only around 1 o'clock, there's really not many people in here. Most people, you would assume, are out actually being productive with their day, as this is a communal society. But the 2 or so people who are in here kind of just wave to you and continue their leisure.
Oh, wait, that dawns on me. We still have to go and tell the stupid guard that the town's not gonna die. Kyron walks back out of the bar. Never mind, I'll be right back.
No, you are fairly sure that nobody cares.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
I start heading towards the gate.
Very well. What's everyone else doing?
I'm shuffling awkwardly.
Pretty much. Bumbling around.
Just kind of
thinking.
Perusing.
I found a cursed video, though.
What?
I found a cursed video.
There are many of those.
Okay. I don't understand. Okay. All right. Kyron, you end up at the front gate and tell the guy. Well, I won't put words in your mouth.
Yo!
Yes.
Just letting you know that everything's taken care of. There was never any actual threat of mutants coming down into the town.
Oh, there were threats of mutants coming down into the town. Make no mistake.
Actual threats.
No, there really were threats. I remember it like it was yesterday, because it was yesterday.
Yeah, he wasn't backing that horse. That's why I said there were no actual threats. It was a false threat.
Are you telling me that he has horses up there?
I mean, it's a big abbey full of mutants. I mean, I don't think you'd want to ride that horse.
Oh, I'm just more terrified for when he all brings his forces down here and takes us all.
No, nobody is coming down here. They're all gonna stay up there and live out their happy lives, while you guys stay down here and live out y'all's boring ones.
Happy lives. I don't remember a time when anything was ever happy.
Hello, Snake.
You belong in a comic book.
He just glances at you.
And you belong somewhere that isn't here.
Alright, are we square?
We were
Town's
never not
fine.
square.
Everything is fine. Nobody's dying of boredom out here.
All right, we're square with Judge Dredd.
Good. Jesus Christ. I walk off.
I don't even know what a square looks like.
And you walk away.
As I'm walking away, I just yell back, "Never breed!"
Breeding. Something that results in soulless nothing here in Barovia.
Thank you! The world will gain a happier transition to a better society without your gene pool. I walk off.
I remember Nora's chocolate explosion cakes, filled with the flaming shards of a better tomorrow.
Says the tiefling.
Anyway, so that exchange went down.
Says the tiefling.
So, yeah, right. Kyron, I'm fairly certain that you proceed into the house of places.
Yes.
Now, everyone else is just kind of randomly shuffling throughout the town.
I think I'm going to the community center.
All right. Kyron, you open the door to the community center and notice that Leona is here. She must have shuffled in while you were off talking to the guard.
What time of day is it?
Around about 1:30 at this point.
All right.
Oh man, I got 6 hours to kill. I need food. Who has food in here?
Technically, food is on a cook-your-own basis. Just bring in the ingredients from your living place, and there are instruments with which to cook.
Oh, in that case, I'm just gonna have some rations and some water.
Fair enough.
Actually, no, wait, scratch that. I'm gonna have some rations and some wine.
That is also equally as fair.
Because I do have... Yes, I do have a Red Dragon Crush wine. Okay, so I start gnawing on some rations and I uncork the wine and pour it into a wooden mug and start drinking.
I see.
Thanks, Valine, for killing our story.
One moment.
I know you guys are saying out of character you don't care, but personally, I am having issues with this, so stop rubbing it in. I'm actually genuinely trying to figure out how to fix this. So I'm going to be quiet while I try to think. So...
You could,
I'm pretty much going to say that Iris is going to be pretty well following Valine's
Oh.
wherever she is.
See now, Valine, what you need to do is you need to apologize.
You apologize to someone where you can't even find them because they're outside the city.
Yep. See, you just have to apologize.
And we can't use magic to apologize because that's what she is upset about.
Now, I swear to Christ, if if Vinny comes back and is like, "Yep, nope, Yenna left the world. She tried to escape through the fog and died, so I'm making a new character," I'd be like, "Son of a bitch, dude!"
guys?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Okay. Sorry, you guys all just became very quiet.
It's because we're just kind of waiting. We don't really know what to do at this point.
Yeah, but I'm not used to quiet being innocent.
we're scheming about how to get our elf back.
Hmm. Mr. Boogedy?
Oh, you guys can hear that? Sorry, I'm watching an old movie I used to watch when I was a kid. Because apparently people are going nuts over it on Disney Plus. It's a movie called Mr. Boogedy, and it is just absolute corny 1990s monster movie where this pilgrim made a deal with the devil to become the scariest thing on the planet. So he was just known as Mr. Boogedy, and he would walk up to people and go boogity boogity boo, and cast magic spells on them. And it was just this absolute, just like Disney movie, awful Disney movie. Good God, I forgot about these long ass openings. $1986. That's when it came out. Good Lord. Valine. Valinini. Valinimini. Valine. Valine, pick up the phone.
We're calling for you.
Oh, she can't hear us. Damn it.
Okay, let's see if I can fix you.
That was a long. Oh, hey, Valine, are you there? Can you hear us now? Valine.
I don't think Valine is available at the moment.
Hey guys, sorry about that. Needed a sidebar for a little while. Needed to handle some things. Are we all still here?
Yep.
Cool. Kyron, are you still here?
Yep. I think we're waiting on Valine.
Oh, I'm here still running through how I'm going to fix this Kyron. Oh, okay.
Baleen, you would have remembered when Kyron went on a tirade with uh Yenna. Thank you. When Kyron went on a tirade against Yenna, she mentioned how she dealt with chains and whatnot and everything. So maybe you can use that to your advantage and just say that you forgot about it.
Just give me one moment, guys.
So how y'all doing?
Struggling with some stuff. Like this thing I've been grinding at for a long time. Can't get to the point of putting a decent edge on a knife.
It's a skill, man.
It is.
Like a major skill.
Seems like it. Because I can't do it. I'm just having a hell of a time doing it. Trying to get any of it right. Yeah, I just can't get it to be sharp.
I am a fit.
We're back in the main chat. All right. Valine is here. She's with you guys.
Yes.
If you, yep. If you guys could just, I know that things have happened, but just cool down on the finger pointing just a tad, because feelings were legitimately hurt.
Oh,
But it's all good. It's all good, and we're all in this together. We're all here, and we're gonna smooth things out. All right, and everything's gonna be good.
Yep.
All right. Good deal. All right, so we're all here in the community center. It's very dimly lit place. Doesn't need to be, though. The windows are open, lights pouring in. Well, not pouring in. Not exactly pouring in. And Kyron, are you okay?
I fell out of my chair. I had my foot resting on the windowsill and it slipped off, and all of a sudden my entire body went flying out of the chair.
Good.
Okay.
Good. All right. Light is not exactly pouring into the place, of course, being having the consistent overcast that Barovia does. But it's certainly bright enough to see things. And what do you see? Well, that's up to each one of you. I'm assuming the Chiron is currently staring at a dish of rations and some wine. Artemis, what are you up to at the moment?
Well, I was mostly going to have him follow around where Valine was, trying to help her with the, well, synthesis of a solution for the issue.
If I may make this assumption, and Valine, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would imagine that at some point you would wander into the community center, as it is a place pretty conducive to sitting around and thinking.
I guess I'm not really responding.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there.
All right. So Valine would walk in and kind of take a seat somewhere, remain fairly unresponsive to attempts at communication, but she's sitting there trying to think quite deep in thought. Leona, what are you up to?
I'm going to have some parchment out, and
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Barovia, essentially.
I see. What kind of math what kind of logistical math you doing over there? Anything interesting?
Probably doing at least some of it's going to be like trying to figure out what's going on with the magic. Because I know something is up. But it's like mostly normal until it's absolutely not. And the whole soul thing is weird and all that.
True. All right. So you're all kind of sitting around, doing your own thing, involved in your own stuff.
Certainly keeping track of the time.
Oh, 100%. At this point, it rates at about 2 o'clock, so it seems, it seems at about 2 o'clock, so it would appear that you guys have about 4 hours remaining.
I'd like to ask Kyron if I could take a look at that spell he's got in his bag.
I pull it out and give it to her. While I'm doing that, I'm just staring at the silver bottle. Ready to take my own swig.
Well, do so at your leisure. Nobody is really around to watch you do it. Leona, you are given the
Yes.
spell thing, quote unquote.
Yes. I would like to see if I can't figure out what could be wrong with it. Because we were told it would not work.
So, you roll two. Give me 2 different rolls here. Give me Arcana and hold on. Give me also an insight check, please. All right. You scout with about another 20 or so minutes of your time. You scour the scroll that you were given for this spell, which of course you can positively identify.
As I'm looking at it, I'm just like, oh wait, I think I know what they did wrong. They forgot to put their name on it. That's why they failed.
All right. So you peer over the scroll and you can positively identify it as the runic language, the smell of the parchment, the feel of the ink. Ah, you are well at home, studying magic. You can positively identify the spell as a scroll of greater restoration. You've seen it before. Curiously enough, as you look over every aspect, every detail, every pen stroke of this scroll, it all seems immaculate. You are well versed in what this scroll should look like, and by every measure, this scroll looks like that. If you were to use this scroll, you are 100% confident that a cast of greater restoration would result. Now, when you think about it, perhaps you weren't told that the scroll was broken, but that an attempt to use this spell might fail. So perhaps it's not the scroll that's the problem. Maybe something, and your insight might suggest, perhaps something is wrong with the target, not the scroll. Though that is pure speculation, and any further investigation into that line of thinking would require being almost adjacent to the subject himself.
Okay.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Now, is anything... Oh, yeah. All right. So, if anyone has anything else that they'd like to be doing at the moment.
I'm still looking at that potion. I'm still debating whether to take it or not.
It whispers to you. Not really, but just... Oh. It's quite the temptation. See what all the hype is about. But what does that really mean?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I down a drink, a gulp.
You down one of your 3. Well, in much the same way as the last time, it's a simple... And you're out. But where are you? Without so much as a split second for readjustment, you find yourself sitting in another chair. You look around. It's dark. You can see, of course. It's not really a problem, but you can tell there's no light. Well, there's no illumination anyway. You look around. Wonder what all the hype is. Oh my God! As you turn your head, you notice on the floor dozens of vials of some red corked liquid. Dear Lord! You're not sure what they are, but for the love of God, they don't look friendly, and you're much better off not disturbing them. Further investigation, and again, only have a few moments. Further investigation shows that this is a very small space. It's enclosed. There are 2 windows, but both of which, from your perspective, they're boarded up. Interesting. You look around. It seems to be a small... It seems to be just a small little... A small living space. There's a bed. It's all very compact and almost impressive. There's a bed. There's a bunch of different ingredients all over the place. There's shelves and whatnot, and there's even a trunk.
Hang on, I'm here. My mouse died on me.
Okay. Well, I'm just describing what you see.
Okay, give me just a moment. I can't do anything. Hang on.
Okay. I'm especially excited for this one.
Okay, we're good. I
All
should
right.
grab a different mouse.
I got you. Now,
All right,
do you
so
need me to repeat anything, or do you have a good idea of where you are?
so there's bottles of reddish, dark, disturbing-looking liquid on the floor that they probably
does-
shouldn't be touched. The window is boarded up. I'm in a dark room. Do I recognize the room?
It doesn't appear it's one you've been to before. Um, again, it looks lived in, but again, quite small for a living space. Nevertheless, they've managed to cram a bed, shelves, various ingredients, even a small stove, although of course it's unlit. There's a curious treasure chest around too. There's a loot and a small little what looks almost like a jewelry chest.
Oh no!
It's
I know where I
seems like
am.
it seems like it's very well lived in. But continue.
Oh my
You-
god, I'm in the wagon.
From the pattern of this spell, you may only have a few moments. Use that
Uh,
time wisely.
Okay, so you said there's a jewelry chest. Is there? I grabbed the jewelry chest. Is there anything else of value in here?
There's a main chest. There's a ton of little tiny chests, um, and there's an armoire. There's a bunch of things. It's just none of it looks too terribly valuable from the outside.
I go ahead and grab the jewelry chest and I open the big chest.
Inside of the main chest, you find a light crossbow, 10 what look to be silvered crossbow bolts, a battle axe, a flail, and a morning star.
Well, shit.
Grab everything you can, shove it in the chest.
I don't think I can bring a giant chest back with me. Unless I can pocket it like I pocketed a girl. Shit. I'm trying to think on.
Just hug it really closely.
Oh, I gotta
Pick it up.
Turn my.
Yeah.
Damn. Trying to take my headphones off. And you said there's a bunch of other little chests, right?
There is a shelf containing 1, 2, 3. There's a shelf containing 4 small chests. Mind you, small meaning it would probably take 2 hands to hold them, but they're small enough that they can be picked up easily.
I start
Almost like bread boxes, about the size of a bread box.
Okay, so I go ahead and start picking up each chest and putting it in my bag.
You pick up chest after chest. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And
Wonderful.
then last minute, I grab the crossbow and the
As you reach for the crossbow,
bolts. Sorry, the bolts, the crossbow bolts.
you reach for the crossbow bolts, and just as you feel their metal tips in your palm, you hear on the outside of the door, in a very suspiciously familiar voice, "Did anyone just try knocking on the door?" You hear the door force itself open, and you watch as a small little glass vial of red liquid falls from the ceiling. And for a brief moment, you're staring at Belzum. Just as long as it takes the vial to crash to the floor.
I was gonna say, can I make a dash to grab it?
No. The moment the vial hits the ground is you just pop back.
What the? What? Ha! Fuck! Ah!
I don't
had it.
Almost had.
Ah. It's fucking time travel.
Really?
I pull out my bag and I just start pulling chest after chest after chest. Oh yeah,
What?
it's time travel.
What? What is?
It's time travel.
What? Whose
pull-
are these?
You pull the chests out of your bag one after another, just pulling them from your inventory.
It's the silver potion. It's fucking time travel.
Should we save that for a more important time then?
There's no controlling it. It takes you to a location that was previously built moments before its destruction. The first one, Yenna went to the tower. She was able to get a jewelry box before the tower collapsed. I wound up inside the wagon.
What wagon?
Bearing in mind, Artemis doesn't know about
What
that.
wagon?
Leona, I was in Rudolph's wagon.
It wasn't Rudolph's wagon, it was the lady's wagon. Also,
I was in a wagon that blew up and killed all of us.
What?
It's a long story, Artemis. We had another companion. Somebody ripped open a door. Or actually, Belgium ripped open a door, caused a big explosion. Almost everybody died. Tons of fun. I'll tell you about it later. Anyway.
ignoring the part where you had to choose between Leona and Bran.
Yeah.
Conveniently not telling them about that, but continue.
Oh no, because I know if I bring that up, Leona's gonna go on a depressive tirade again. But I got
Kyron.
I didn't have a way to grab. I tried to grab the weapons, but I managed to grab these instead.
You put on the table 10 silvered crossbow arrow bolts. Which you just managed to retrieve. You place the chests on the table, 4 of them. 2, 3, then 4, and proceed to open them. None of them are locked. You open one. You find a small compact pickaxe, it looks like. One that's almost deployable. It certainly couldn't cause any damage if used in combat, but it seems like this is really super handy for its intended purpose. This could be really easily used for climbing. As a matter of fact, it's a legitimate climber's kit. If you look in the 5e standard gear, please jot down that you now have a climber's kit.
Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot this mouse is broken. Standard gear. What'd you say? Standard gear? Where's standard gear at?
No, it's just in like the 5e.
In 5e.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If you
Climber's
just look,
kit.
you climber's kit exactly.
All right, I'll add that to my list of items. So I'm sitting there playing with the collapsible pickaxe. And I'm like, okay, this shit's cool. And I put it away and I put it in my bag.
The second chest you open houses all manner of various apparatus for disguising one's identity. Face paint, wigs, various of that nature. You have obtained a disguise kit.
Awesome. Oh, this will help out for later. I feel like this is just your way of letting us access to loot that we've managed to destroy continuously.
Oh no, all right. Think what you will. You open the third chest. It's wow, it's well stocked for not letting people die. It contains dozens of bandages, salves, splints. It seems you've obtained a healer's kit.
Oh, I'll add that to my 5 already healer's kit. I'll just increase my healer's kits by 6. Okay.
You realize no, this is a proper healing kit with 10 uses.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
I
okay.
have. I have.
I don't know why I would have given you that much, but fine, take it. If
no,
you have it, you have it.
Not 10 healer's kits. Sorry, I have a healer's kit.
With 10 uses.
Yeah, for the fighter, I already have a healer's kit. It has 6 uses left on it, or it has
That's
5
fine.
uses left on it. So I'll just.
Well, now
I'm
you
up
have
to
another healer's
16.
kit.
Or
Now
you
have a
can
second
combine
healer's
them and
kit.
have one healer's kit with like 16 uses, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, very
Probably
likely.
combine them, right?
There's ample space in this chest for more equipment, so yes, you can combine them. You open the last chest. You're greeted with various vials, chemicals, and off-putting in nature. There's also equipment for boiling, bubbling, and mixing very precise amounts of things. None of it looks too friendly. You've obtained a poisoner's kit.
And this I should probably give to Valine.
So, what exactly?
The last thing you notice as you dig around in your various chests, inside the healer's kit, you also pull out a small little, well, a taller than it is wide, just it seems like a parcel that's wrapped in silk.
I go ahead and gently pull the parcel out and begin to unravel the silk.
You pull off the silk. You unwrap the parcel and you see it is a very wooden box. It isn't locked or latched in any way, and the cover simply pulls off, revealing a deck of cards. As you flip through the cards, you realize this is not a regular deck of playing cards, but more importantly, you recognize it is very much not a deck of many things.
I was like, what have you done?
I would never give you a deck of many things in this campaign.
I think I know what this is.
Wait, so
It's a deck of a few things?
Wait, I've got
Deck
this.
of some cool things.
I've got this. So Kyron picks up this thing. What the fuck is Cards Against Humanity?
No. No.
Minako, can I guess?
Yeah, go for it.
Is it a deck of illusions?
No.
Are they just basic tarot cards?
Is it a tarot deck? Yeah.
It is well, a tarot deck is one thing. This doesn't quite line up perfectly with a tarot deck. On the front, it says, it has etched into the wood with a knife, Taroka.
So it's just like a tarot deck, but for here. Because it's Slavic.
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
So yeah, you know would probably come into the building around now.
Very well. You all notice that just as you're done unwrapping and figuring out all this mystery and wonderful things, the door opens, revealing a very familiar figure in the doorway. Yenna has returned.
Before she as she's opening the door, she downs what's left of her wine and then just chucks the bottle somewhere.
She downs hers?
Yeah, the wine that she had left in her bottle. It was only probably it wasn't that much left.
All right, very well.
And then she chucks it just somewhere, and there's a shack.
The glass shatters, breaking the breaking any sort of concentration anyone had on anything else.
And she like just stumbles over to you guys. Sup? How you doing?
You
Welcome.
okay?
Hmm?
Damn.
Hina shrugs. Oh. I came back because I have a bit of a big clue you guys might want to go check out. I got a bit of a lead on how we progress ourselves.
Fantastic.
So, we gotta go to the Velocity once we get Richthoff back. Richten, whatever his name is.
Rudolf von Richten.
Okay, and then what?
Yeah.
Oh, and I'd like to make sure, Valine, you still have that that silver, that vial containing one more use of the silver potion.
Well, Yina doesn't.
No, I'm confirming with Valine that she still has that.
Welcome back.
I would not have let it stay on the ground if it had fallen to the ground. I would not have let it stay. I would have picked it up.
No, Valine has it. She tried to hand it back, but Yina denied it, so she still has it.
But welcome back.
Hi.
So, Yenna, remember how I tried to kill you the other day because you said a bunch of things that kind of piqued me off a bit too much than I should have let it? It's kind of the opposite of that today.
What do you mean?
I'm saying that when one of us had a tantrum and then came back and admitted faults, we should probably have something similar.
But I didn't do it. You threatened to attack. I left a situation that was hostile. One of your people cast 2 spells on me. Powerful magic.
Vinny, you're breaking up.
You are
Oh,
actually.
it's
let
actually
me
not
leave it
me
back
this time?
Yeah,
let me
believe it or
jump back.
not.
My Discord has
Um,
been suspiciously smooth.
Am I good now?
Yes, you're good now.
I'll
Okay,
tell
yeah.
you when you start breaking up again.
Yina go.
Like right now.
Oh, am I breaking up still?
No, just keep going, keep going, keep going.
Keep going, and then we'll talk about this kind of thing after the session is over. Continue.
I didn't get mad for almost no reason like you did. And I didn't attack anyone like you did. I left a situation that I thought was not so good like you're supposed to. I think I handled that rather well.
Kyron will slam her fist on the table, and I am gonna roll strength for that.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna. This is an intimidation thing. In fact,
Yeah.
I can
Wait,
either roll strength or roll intimidation. Which you prefer?
No.
Intimidating another player doesn't work like you
Damn
intimidating
it.
an NPC. You can't just roll. You can't roll for that.
Damn it. Okay, I'll just roll strength.
Yep. You slam your fist down, and the table cracks a little bit.
Careful, these are the only good tables we've seen in Barovia.
Much to the disappointment of the few individuals who do live here.
Listen closely. You caused painful memories to arise that I had long since tried to hide. They came up, and I had to deal with them in the only way that seemed fit, and I attacked. You had painful memories arise. You reacted to those memories. I
looks at you.
apologized for my memories and my reactions.
Ina's eyes like narrow at you, and then she leans in and you got angry because I'm an elf and threatened to kill. I was assaulted by one of your casters twice, and I left. Don't equivalate those two things. They're not the same. Not even close. Did I break up? Or was that good?
No,
Nope,
that was
came
good.
through
I just
loud
don't
and
really
clear.
have a word for it. I was like, damn, I thought I could help the situation, but fuck
If
it.
I may point out, Valine hadn't cast anything harmful. Either time.
Hadn't what? Either time?
I think
Actually
this
didn't.
has to do with Fey morality.
She said that Valine hadn't casted anything harmful either time.
And I think this has something to do with Fey morality.
That's like saying grabbing someone by the neck not hard enough to choke them isn't it? It's the same thing. You're locking someone down. You're grabbing. It's against their. It's a bad thing. And I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not super into being grabbed. I was okay with it the first time. That's fine. You guys thought you were in danger. You thought I was doing something dangerous. That's fine. I was. I was doing something that could have endangered you. Thinking I'm crazy or convincing yourself that I'm doing it for irrational reasons is whatever. I wasn't mad at that time. But when I got mad and I went to go cool down and you stopped me, what did you expect me to do? Be happy?
Punch your lights out?
Yeah, I was kind of expecting you to hit her and just kind of that be it. I wasn't expecting you to run off and go have a
I
mean,
don't
you would have been
my
justified to punch her out.
I don't like hurting people because I'm angry. I walked away so that I didn't do that.
To each their own. Kyrona sits back and chugs her wine.
I would appreciate if you guys didn't try fighting my battles for me. I say, honestly,
Oh no,
making
that
yourself-
time I was actually kind of fighting for Yenna.
Mhm.
Like when you say the way you said that, just kind of shakes her head and says, "I don't understand how you're all reframing this like I'm the bad person." Whatever.
There being, I believe what. Look, I do not know what is your story. I do not know what is your past. I am sorry if me casting a hold person brought back something that you would like to keep hidden. But at the same time, I would also appreciate if they did not try to intervene on my behalf, especially when I did not ask. For every time a situation has come up, they've only made it worse as they are not very good when it comes to talking to others. Like, I appreciate it, but please don't. If you want to hit me, go right ahead. I don't know how to make it up to you. I don't think I can. But I am sorry. It's really the only way I know, Spawn, which is why my mother had given me that crystal orb in the first place. Because I would be lying if I said this is the first time something like this has happened. This has happened. I have pissed off people dozens of times. Just doing whatever I want and just stepping over their toes. So I don't know. What else am I supposed to say? I don't know how to make this up to you. Like I don't know how to make this up. Just sorry.
Hina looks at you. She's just like, that's like the most disingenuous sounding sorry I've heard in fucking 10 years. That's the kind of shit I give to people when I fucking steal from them and I'm not sorry.
I don't know how else. I don't know how else to what other tone to give it to you.
Hina takes a deep breath and then just says,
Mean it.
it's fine. It's whatever.
You're cutting out.
Getting out again.
God damn it. I'm trying to fucking act.
Yeah, hold
Throwing
on.
up my mode. Am I good now?
Yes, but I mean, it's not going to come up again until we're. Listen, I have a quick question. Does everybody or anybody here have TeamSpeak?
I don't know what that is.
No,
Yes,
No.
I do.
I've
All right.
never used it before in my life.
I would
TeamSpeak
very.
works. I can help with this. TeamSpeak is a group chatting program. It's designed for large groups. It's also designed for team camera views as well. It actually works really well. That's what I used for my voice acting classes. We never had any problems.
Listen, so TeamSpeak is, as he said, it's a voice chat. Well, primarily, it's a voice chat software. The benefit is that private servers are truly private. Our server right here, D&D, Dungeons and Dragons DK group, this entire server is, virtualized on the Discord hardware somewhere else. And that is managed by, whatever. So your connection to that server is whatever. TeamSpeak, on the other hand, you can rent a server from TeamSpeak themselves, but as I already have, you can host your own actual physical server. I have a private TeamSpeak server. It's right next to me. It's right. I'm staring at it. I'm staring at the bare metal running the actual code for the TeamSpeak server. I'm wondering if maybe we could all give it a shot, considering you do not need to make an account in order to use TeamSpeak. You don't need an account. You literally just download the software and click connect and tell it which server to connect to. Only servers that require online account validation require online accounts. Otherwise, you just put in your nickname and click connect. So, in the future, not right now, but in going forward, I'd like to do a session where we all connect to voice chat through TeamSpeak on the server that I have set up right over there, because I think that will demystify a lot of the problems that we are having.
I'd be willing to give it a
Sounds
shot.
cool.
Yeah. Okay. But for now, we'll deal with for the rest of this session, because it's getting late. We'll just get through what we're doing right now on Discord. But the next week's session, I would like to host through TeamSpeak. Just make sure to download and install that client before next week.
I'm doing it
All
already.
right. Thank you. All right. Now, so that all said, let's just pick up where we were, and we'll just see if we can get through this without Vinny's connection failing us all.
I mean, next time we do it, I'll be on my hardline connection. It's because of where I am and my internet and my Wi-Fi is kind of...
Yeah, like you're breaking up all. Yeah.
Am I still breaking up?
A little bit.
That's so tilting. What the fuck? Let me check something. I'm gonna change something over.
Sure. meantime,
Alright, so I changed over to my 5G which I wasn't on because it was being less stable earlier. It was
right.
giving me troubles, but now it should be good. Hopefully.
All right. Let's just try to get through the scene. So the last thing you were Vinny, you had the last word, I believe. So if you could just restate your last word.
Where was I? I think he was trying to calming herself down and saying.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You said that Valen's apologize was the most disingenuous in 10 years.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
She was
yeah.
like, she said she was going. All right. It's whatever. I forgive. Let's not worry about it. We're in a hostile area. It's dangerous. I found a lead. That's why I came back sooner than I was intending. I was probably going to camp it out for a day and come back. So, there's a person in Volok that I learned about through a little bit of sneaking. Called what? Like a family or something?
Called what?
You cut out.
Watcher.
Watcher.
Or Watchers, I don't know. We gotta go meet them. It's very important.
So, we talked to Rudolph. Maybe ask about the weird magic stuff. And then go check out the Watchers. Sounds like a plan.
Could you say that again real quick? I had a little bit of an issue.
We go pick up Rudolph. Ask about the weird magic stuff, but then go talk to the Watchers. Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go back into my.
Alright, I guess we just wait for him then.
How long do we have, Min?
At this point, you have still about 4 hours.
So, you might be interested to know this, but I don't think there's anything wrong with our resurrection spell. It looks like it would do as it's supposed to.
Alright. Out of character, I thought it wasn't a resurrection spell, but it was like greater healing something.
It's a spell of greater healing.
Greater restoration?
Greater restoration. Yes.
Sorry. So,
All good.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the spell. We might want to pay a little bit more attention to the wizard we're supposed to cast it on. Speaking of which, that is the one that shot lightning at us, right? I'm not forgetting someone?
As far as you know, yeah, that seems like the most likely option is the one that was shooting lightning.
Okay. Does anyone have any idea how we're going to manage to communicate with him? You know, and not get fried?
I don't know. If you have a scroll of greater restoration. Okay. So, like,
Yeah.
I have this thing where, like, I think I, as a player, have figured out why the Scroll of Greater Restoration won't work. And I'm thinking how would I initiate a roll for my character to figure that out?
Well, it would be, given what Leona just said, you can roll insight, but I'm preempting that this would be a massive amount of insight.
But here's the thing. I mean, I'm really good at insight, so like I might actually succeed at this. But
Okay, but
that's not the point. But like, I need to know if my guess is correct, out of character for that to even make sense. Is
shoot
the
a
thing.
shoot a guess over to me in DMs. In the meanwhile, I would recommend you guys, because we're gonna probably, if I don't know, maybe no one what's it called? Maybe absolutely no one right now is even getting close to being tired, and we can go for another hour.
Fine, just
Actually, guys, I did 8 hours of martial arts today. I am pretty tired. I did the whole. Normally, this would be my November weekend, but we held that here in Oklahoma City for once, so I am bloody exhausted.
Hmm.
We can keep going, but I cannot stay up till 2 or 3 in the morning here.
I was gonna offer the potion back again. If not, maybe try it.
Try it.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, so if you guys want to progress, I'd say the easiest way to progress in the small time that we have might be to just down those three shots of silver potion, and then we'll call it a night. But if you guys have other plans, let me know.
All right, that's all right. That'll work.
There's 3 shots exactly. Who's going next?
I walk over to Yenna and offer the potion once more, and here, it's yours.
You know,
Awkwardly holding it out.
you've been Valen is awkwardly holding the silver potion out to you, the vial, saying that it is yours. Here you go.
Whatever. Keep it.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. She just like doesn't look at you.
Is anyone else gonna try theirs first, or?
I already went. I got some.
I
sweet loot.
may.
Come to think of it, I wish to God I'd grabbed some of those vials at the bottom.
What vials at the bottom? Where did
Oh,
you go?
you weren't here. I took a shot. I wound up inside the death wagon, the one that killed almost all of us.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I know as much as you do about this wagon. I know that.
Actually, Valen would probably remember. He's talking about the
in character, very
Yeah.
in character.
Oh, Valen, just so, because you would recognize the description. He's talking about the wagon that exploded when Empyreon opened it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Wait, what do you mean you were? That thing blew up in. That thing was engulfed in a fireball spell, right? At least
No, it was a bunch of vials of alchemic fire, probably arcanics. What is it? Alchemist's fire, arcanic fire, whatever. Magic boom boom spells. I'm saying that in character. I have no idea what they are.
Yep.
Magic boom boom spells.
That's fine.
alchemical
I
fire.
got some sweet loot. They had a big chest of weapons. I only managed to grab some silver crossbow bolts. So, each one of us can take 2 of these. So that way, if somebody gets up close and personal, we can use these as pointy sticks.
Are you saying that this sent you back in time to the moment where we died?
I believe they
yeah,
figured
pretty
out
much.
that the exact same thing happened to Yenna. She was put in a tower that you were talking about.
Oh, right. Awkwardly look over, step away. So are you guys gonna, or
Yes.
you first, or me?
Oh, I'm not.
I'm quite frankly.
Yes.
Yes. What? Who goes first?
I will. Yes.
I
will wait.
hand my potion bottle to Artemis.
And it is cool. And the third, or is it half remain? Third, yes. And doesn't that bottle only have half, right? Have
That
two
bottle
fills?
has 2 uses left.
Yes.
You down
Then,
half.
yes.
You down half of it, and you wind up sitting in a tent. It isn't a tent that you particularly remember too well, but it's it's got some accoutrement to it, certainly. There are various knickknacks all around. There's a table in the middle,
I
and
remember.
what sounds like a couple of people outside, and now that you can focus, there's more than a couple of people outside, and they're screaming. There's a large commotion. It sounds like a massacre out there. Looking around, you see 2 small chests, and if you'd like to take a quick look at what's on the table, you may.
Sorry about
He does, in between the looks of increasing horror at this. Had he heard at all of the werewolf Jessica did? Wasn't that what this is?
Pretty sure
Had
this
he heard of what this was? What event this was?
Were you there when the...
No,
No,
he had not picked him up
that
yet.
was-
Alright.
You hear the growling of Tiger, the screams, the screams of individuals, and you hear the disgusting sounds of flesh tearing. You stare at the table. Of course, this is all outside. You stare at the table, and on it, you find a rolled up piece of parchment with a tie around it. It's not small by any means, and there's quite a bit rolled up.
He decides to rush. He knows time is limited. He must go to grab the parchment as soon as possible. And
You grab the
stuff it.
parchment. You see on the shelves that there are 2 small chests, one on a higher shelf and one on a lower shelf. Based on the reports of what's been going on, it seems like you'll have time to grab at least one.
Well, then the one on top. It seems to make sense. All the important things are kept away from the ground and mold and everything like that.
You grab the one on top, and just as you do stuff it in your bag, you hear the growling as the face of a wild tiger stares you in the eyes. It walks in through the tent flaps and begins. It crouches backwards and
Hello.
springs forward as you are now sitting back in the community room.
That was weird.
Yeah.
That was incredibly weird.
Well, what did you get?
There was a slaughter and there was a tiger that was eating people alive. It was
Yeah.
intense.
Ooh, that was a long time ago.
That will be the Vastani incident a week or 2 ago.
Why do you keep saying it's a week or 2 ago? We've been here for like a month.
Have we, Minako?
You guys have been here for quite some time. I mean,
Maybe
You
2
took-
months.
you took probably about 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying, like, I don't know how long you guys have been here by the time I arrived, but
Well, regardless,
Feels like we've been here for a couple years.
regardless, Artemis, do you
I was able
look through
to-
your stuff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was able
No.
to take a parchment and a single chest. He takes out the parchment first and opens it.
You unravel the parchment. And in unraveling the parchment, you notice, as you open it further and further, it seems to be a completely detailed, beautiful recreation of a map of Barovia.
Oh.
Oh, that's helpful. Not what I was hoping for, but
This
helpful.
was something to hope for, definitely. This is beautiful.
Although I'm not seeing many pathways that can help us get to the crazy wizard.
Oh, hey, it's the pit of idiots. She points. Remember that path near the other path?
Yes, with the staircase and all that.
Lol, there's two more uses of that potion.
And then, well, we still have the chest to get to, which he very carefully rolls the parchment back up and puts it back in and opens the chest.
You open the chest, and you find that it contains a beautifully crafted golden holy symbol of the Morning Lord. It contains 3 vials of what you can reasonably assume might be holy blessed water. Morning Lord, of course. 3 vials of some clear liquid, but if you happen to uncork one, you'd notice immediately that this is 3 vials of quite high quality perfume. 2 vials of some unknown liquid. Smelling it doesn't really give you much any clue. A 50-foot coil of hempen rope. A really tiny tinderbox. A steel mirror. A sharpened wooden stake. And a spyglass.
Certainly.
That mirror is interesting. And
It is.
Leona wants to steal the mirror from the chest.
That, by the way, was definitely the chest that you probably wanted.
Yeah, I think it was.
Where you said tiger, right?
Yeah, so it attacked me.
I would gander a guess. Slap that hand away.
Hey, you're gonna have to roll for that.
No, I just slapped your hand. That's all. There was a tiger in Velaki which was let loose, and it went and attacked the camp of Fastani. It killed everybody but a little girl named Arabelle, only because we managed to intervene. And by intervene, the golem we had ate a part of it. And then Freed over here was it, or was it the other guy? One of them were able to calm the tiger down. Oh man, I can't believe I forgot his name. We buried him.
Well, to be fair, he was only with us for like a day or so.
Alright.
Damn. Artemis, I actually can't remember his name. What was it?
Who?
Bran.
Bran Roth?
Dan. I can't think it was Dan. No, it's Bran.
Bran Roth.
Yes, thank you.
Alright. Give me that vial. Wish.
Fine.
I think Null should go next. I think Leona should go next.
Wish me
That
luck.
would be. Alright, go for it.
That would be what?
No. Leona's going next, right?
Hmm. I'm going next.
All right. That is all right. So you take your one serving of silver potion, as there's only one serving left in each vial. You take the one, and in a beautifully, wonderfully, I couldn't have planned this better. I'm so glad Leona went when she did. Beautiful, poetic twist of fate. You stand inside of an all too uncomfortably familiar room. It is a kitchen. The doors are closed. The window is open. The wall is smashed in. And the fog is rolling in.
Wait, I'm in the death house?
What? I remember this.
You stand in front of the window that you remember you jumped through to save some kids who didn't exist. This is beautifully poetic. I am having so much fun.
Oh my god. Okay.
The fog is rapidly rolling in.
Okay, I look around for loot.
You see a bunch of knives, kitchen knives. You see a bunch of standard kitchen fare, unless you'd like to go through the cupboards. Though there is a larger chest over by one of the closets.
Before I go running off towards the larger chest, would I know that it's filled with something stupid?
I mean, you probably wouldn't know, because no one really investigated the kitchen, because, you know, everything blew up and died in there, so...
But I mean, like, from experience, do I know that people keep a certain type of thing in, like, a chest right there, typically?
I can't tell you whether or not you can make that assumption. You're free, as a player, or as a character, you're free to make that assumption. I just can't tell you whether or not you're right.
Alright, is the chest locked?
The chest over by the thing?
Yeah.
Do you want to walk over to it, or would you prefer to walk over somewhere else?
More like run.
Yeah,
Don't-
splitting hairs here, but okay.
Like, I'm...
You approach the chest and pull the thing off. No, it's not locked. The latch opens right up.
Alright, what's in there?
You throw it open, and there's a bunch of cloth in here. Seems like napkins.
Okay, not useful. Where's the next best place to look for good
I
stuff?
can't really say. There are a bunch of cups.
Minako? Yeesh. Sorry, I cut out. What were you saying?
I was just saying there's not really, I can't really tell you where to look. There are a bunch of cupboards. I would recommend you start there.
Alright. Leon's going to open up cupboards.
You start throwing open cupboards in a mad rush as you feel the fog start to take its toll on the room. Icy grip of terror spreading rapidly. You throw open sets of cupboards, one of which contains 2 spell scrolls that are sealed with a wax seal.
Don't look, just grab.
I'm assuming you pocket those. You also find a folded up piece of parchment, also stamped with a wax seal.
Grab.
All right. You also find a shovel.
Take it, but, just sort of toss it lazily in the bag, because it's not, you know...
Very well.
It's just a shovel.
Very well. On the bottom cupboard, you notice there's a lock. You're really not sure if there's time to pick it.
Blow it off. Explosion.
Wait. How strong? What's your strength?
Hold on, let me see if I have actually got a better...
I'm wondering if she can just rip it open. Because I feel like we've had this conversation. You're ridiculously strong for a wizard.
Floor.
Also, she doesn't have the lock. Do you not? Do you have a lockpicking kit?
I wouldn't want to try to pick a lock. Picking locks takes time.
Smash it, smash it, smash it.
You know,
Smash it with a firebolt.
Eldest story.
this might sound stupid, but can I just... So, it's a cupboard, right? A locked cupboard?
Well, there's a padlock on it. It's like hanging off of it.
So, dumb idea, but I want to...
You're probably right.
I want to cast Enlarge Reduce on the door of the cupboard so that it will essentially break itself.
I was expecting you to use the shovel to break the lock, but I guess that works too.
I was going with that.
That's legitimately why I gave you the shovel, but okay.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna unscrew like the bolt from the.
No.
You cast.
I'm saying she should have used the shovel to break the lock.
Yeah.
That's what I said. That's why I gave her the shovel. But okay. That's legitimately why it was in the whatever. You cast reduction on the door, and it shrinks, and it breaks, and I guess you can get in there now.
I think with magic, that's why I'm a wizard.
Kind of fuck you, but also really good use. No. Really, admittedly, really good use of the wizard's various weird ass spells. Good on it. Genuinely, I'm genuinely proud of you for putting that together. Fuck it.
Okay, so what are the contents? Or rather, what are the contents I grab?
You find only one thing in this cupboard, but it is definitely something worth grabbing. It is a lyre with a lyre, the musical instrument, with golden strings. Just as you pick it up and have it in your grasp, you feel the cold, icy chill of the horrors of the mists of Barovia wrap and envelop you. You feel the familiar, very familiar sensation, very familiar sensation of the mists as they sap your very life force away. And just before you feel as though you will freeze to death, you're sitting back in the community center.
Am I exhausted?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Poke, poke.
So... I have a
Okay,
lyre. You might want this, Maylene.
What? Oh, what? I take it, I guess?
Okay, so out of character,
shovel?
as a string player, I do actually want to comment something, because gold
It would
string...
sound like shit.
No, gold strings are actually a real thing. You can get them
Really?
for the violin and guitar and all kinds of stuff. They have They have a very deep, warm tone because the strings have a lot of weight to them, which is kind of what you want.
That's actually fucking awesome. I didn't know that. Thank you.
See, that pure gold
Okay,
fiddle that character played sounded perfectly.
No, it sounded horrible. Because you don't want the instrument to be made out of gold. You want the strings.
Okay,
No,
so...
it sounded fantastic.
So...
I'm going to try this out.
Guys, it's still
Yes.
my loot time. So, I throw the shovel at Artemis. Yeah, here, have this. Alright?
What am I supposed to do with this? I'm not a laborer.
And then
You're
I
shoveling.
take the parchment. And I want to look at it and actually see what I can figure out before I break the seal.
Very well. You look at the parchment. It's folded. Now, you are a woman of the desk. You've sent a great many letters in your time. this isn't folded as though someone were wishing to mail it. This is not, as you would say, correspondence. This is just a folded up document. Curious why someone would waste the wax to put a seal on it, but it's a folded up document by no stretch of the imagination.
Also curious that it was in Death House.
Perhaps, yeah.
Alright. So, can I look at it without breaking the seal?
You cannot see what's inside it without breaking the seal.
That's the whole point of having a seal.
Right.
Yes, I mean, yes, that is true.
I guess I'm breaking the seal. Let's see what it says.
You break the seal. Hold on one sec. Just looking into this. Oh, I'm looking into All right. Dooba-dooba-doo, dooba-dooba-doo-doo. Dooba-doop-dooba-doo-doo. Hold on, I'm just getting some stuff. Let me just
In the meantime, I will, as you're looking this up.
Oh no, I'm not looking it up. I'm trying to create the actual thing that I have to. Okay. If you look in Leona, if you pull up the resources page of the Discord, you'll notice that a new file has been uploaded named Journal of Rudolf van Richten page.
What?
This, as you may recognize it, is a page torn out of the journal of Rudolf van Richten.
What?
So, what you got there?
Hold on, I'm reading it.
It's okay. It's not like the whole world's in suspense right now.
You know the rest of you can actually read this too, right?
No, they don't have the page. You do.
Oh.
I mean, yes, they all could download it and read it right now, but that would be very out of character.
Yeah.
Metagaming.
Lol.
Yeah,
I'm sure. I can't speak for Leona, but I'm pretty sure she would just leave it on the table for everyone to read when she was done with it. So if you guys want.
I'm just downloading it so I can properly read it once we're done with, because I know I'm gonna fucking forget what's on this goddamn page as a player.
Sure, whatevs.
But in character, she has no idea what this is.
Wait, what? By the way, this is in character then, saying, as I read through this.
Blocking you, disgusting freak. I never want to.
Anyone hear of someone named Erasmus?
Was
Kyrona
that?
raises her hand.
Erasmus?
What? She's looking at you. She's waiting for your response, Karuna.
What? You wanted to know my name?
Your name's not Erasmus.
Yeah, it is.
What?
Yeah, it is. Totally.
Is it possible for us to know this?
What?
Who Erasmus is? Like, is it even like, can we roll?
No. If the name doesn't ring out, then you haven't heard of her yet. Or at all.
And you were sold to a vampire.
Is it the chick that works for him? That was his apprentice?
You know.
I just don't remember her.
Yeah, no, you would know her name. Her name was Juniper.
Okay.
Giovanni.
No, isn't that the vampire?
Yeah. Wait, who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the one that works for Richtofen. His apprentice.
Oh. I don't believe it was her name, but then again, I could be forgetting something.
I know.
Hold on, let me
we
check.
know her name, and I just can't remember it.
You definitely know her name. I don't think that's it. No. I knew it was. I didn't think it was. Okay, no, that's no. Her. You guys know her name. His Rudolph's apprentice, who currently, by the way, has the ring. Is her name is Esmeralda de Avenir. You've heard her name.
Esmeralda.
Okay, Kyron, nice messing around, but this is serious. So... Wait, what? According to this, it's Rudolph who's responsible for the zombies.
Okay.
Yes, I threatened to set the zombies on Vistani unless they returned my dear boy.
I look at Kyron and in Infernal, I'm like, ¿De qué está hablando esta niña? What is Leona talking about?
Oh, I wonder if she's talking about the zombies that we had to deal with in the death house, the ghouls. Oh, there was also the zombies in the first house we walked through. I wonder if there's more throughout the homes here. I wonder maybe they're all locked up inside some of the homes. To everybody else in the room, we're just speaking fucking devilish gibberish.
Okay, so it looks like you're very definitely not Erasmus. She's giving you a heavy stink eye, by the way. 'Cause, unfortunately, it looks like Erasmus is gone.
Now, when you say zombies, are you talking about the ghouls that were in the death house, or the ghoulish zombies that were in the homes outside of there?
I don't know. Do you want to just read this?
All right, everybody go ahead and read the Journal of Rudolph and Richten page if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
After which, I believe there's one more use of the potion.
Wait, we're not done yet with my loot.
Yeah.
2 spell scrolls.
You're right.
What are the spell?
You pop the seals and take a look at them. You immediately, not immediately, but after some skimming, you recognize them as the spell scrolls for Major Image and Remove Curse.
Major Image?
Major Image and Remove Curse.
Use Remove Curse on Kyron.
Major Image. You create the image of an object, a creature, or some other visible phenomenon that is no larger than a cube. The image appears at a spot that you can see within range and lasts for the duration. Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion because things can pass through it. Great. So it's more fucking bullshit, but anyway.
This is a 3rd level spell. Do I have the ability to work with 3rd?
You can't get Remove Curse on this wizard.
I do. It does say wizard. However,
Does it?
Yes! Classes: Cleric, Paladin, Warlock, Wizard. Unfortunately, I don't have the gold.
It's a spell scroll. I don't think you need the gold.
I would need the gold if I were to set it up so I could cast it more than once.
Oh, she wants to learn the spell. Have it with her permanently. But don't you wizards?
Or you could just try to help your friend.
But don't you
Here's-
wizards?
Here's the thing. If I could learn the spell, I could help my friend and then do another thing.
I feel like you would have to make that argument with Chiron.
I'd also have more than one chance to actually do it right. Okay. Now we can go on to the other thingy.
Did you say what the scroll is? Like, did you say it out loud?
I guess I didn't.
That's messed up, man. Out of character, that's messed up, man.
What did she say?
That Leona did not read what the scroll is out loud.
So in other words, you guys wouldn't know exactly what scroll she received.
Is it like, can you not read what a scroll is if you don't have like arcane stuff to use it?
You need to be able to at least understand it. You need to be able to at least have a baseline in Arcana enough to. So I'm pretty sure you need the spell. You need at the very least spell casting as a.
Even to read what like what the name of the spell is? Does it not like have a header? This. I actually am just like honestly never thought about it until like now.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the inscriber's choice. I mean, really, a title wouldn't really affect the way the scroll works.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So can I look at the scrolls?
He's asking you, no. She, rather.
Well, this one's certainly interesting. She hands Major Image to Yenna.
Both of them.
Leona tucks the remove curse one into her bag.
As all of this is happening, I'm
Okay,
actually.
so that's a no.
What?
Yenna was saying. Yenna had asked if she could see both of the spell scrolls, and as a response, Leona stuffed one in her bag. So Yenna was saying, "Well, I guess that's a no."
Okay. Well, while you guys are doing that, before I take my swig, if we have enough time,
We do.
I am going to go ahead and try playing on the lyre, seeing how.
Wait,
again,
what are you doing? Taking a swig of the drink or playing on the lyre?
playing on the lyre, I'm just gonna see if I can manage a nice tune or if it's gonna sound like shit.
Roll performance.
Sure.
One.
Sounds okay. Sounds perfectly acceptable.
And you guys said that gold strings make a very deep, right?
It's a deeper, warm tone.
It's warmer and it's not as bright.
You know, I could probably think of a few songs that this could actually be used, because they had a few harps that made sound similar to these, but they were always cumbersome to carry around. This might work better for a solo performance. Leona, is there anything else on your person?
I mean, Yenna's currently taking a look at one of my scrolls.
She's not. She pushed it back after you put the other one away.
Then Leona's gonna say, I got this scroll.
Well, I guess that just leaves me with the last swig then. Anybody want to say a few words?
Well,
Good
nice
luck
knowing
at
you.
loot.
What?
Nothing.
I said
No,
good luck at loot.
I said nice knowing you.
Well, as I look at the bottle,
Take quick actions. Do not think very quick. Don't take too much time to think. Just grab what you can.
yeah, but I think if God can hear how scared I am, so can everyone else.
Yeah, but which god? There's not.
There are plenty to go
No
around.
gods are listening. Just go.
I think I'd say they are.
What's the worst that could possibly happen? And
You
then she
don't get
cringes.
any loot, no drink.
And then she cringes, remembering earlier. Oops. And I swing it.
You swig it. You're standing. You're standing. Kyron, I'm gonna local mute you real quick because it sounds like you're like working at a wood table.
All right, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to go to bed, guys, because I really am. I'm fading in and out.
Okay.
All right. That's fine. I'm doing this one last scene and then we're breaking for the night anyway.
Thanks.
I mean, if this is the last scene, you can go. You can probably go because he's not gonna.
Yeah, up to you.
Just go ahead and go.
Baleen.
Yeah.
You're standing.
Uh-huh.
Standing at an altar. You look down. You're in full bridal accoutrement.
What?
It doesn't seem like you have autonomy over your body, though. And as a
Huh?
matter of fact, this doesn't even look like your body. Your hands, they're so fair-skinned and soft, beautiful.
Uh,
Just
I-
everything about you is different.
I
Again.
can make an observation.
Yeah.
Does it look natural? Does it look fine, or does it look like a doll stitched together?
No, it looks beautiful, natural, and beautiful. And as a matter of fact, you look around, it is a wonderful day. The sun is out, shining bright.
Do I have control?
Around, no. You seem, or at the very least, the person you seem to be inhabiting seems excited, holding a bouquet of flowers. She steps down and starts walking down the opposite direction of the aisle, clearly early for the wedding. There's no one else here. And that's when you see him in front of you.
Him?
The one you've feared for quite some time.
Oh no.
Rod von Zarevich himself. But he's lacking. He's lacking the fearsome aura he typically has. Matter of fact, face isn't pale. It's flush with color. That doesn't make his scowl any less
Any less what?
fearsome. He scowls forward and walks toward briskly. This person with a voice you sort of recognize, almost a little bit. This voice shouts out, "What have you done? What have you done with him?" Strahd responds, "He is dead."
This
I'm sorry?
the voice that shouted, is it coming from my mouth? Like,
Yes.
can I feel it?
Yes. But it's not your voice. However, as I mentioned, it is eerily similar. You've heard it before.
How was she also around 410?
The Strahd says, "He is dead. It was destined to happen. The two of you were not meant for each other. It was us. It was us all along." He offers a hand, to which this girl pulls back She drops the bouquet of flowers. It was never. Get away from me. Instead of listening, Strahd responds by moving forward, pushing uncomfortably close. To which the girl screams and turns tail, immediately running into the hedge maze just behind the ceremony. You push forward, Strahd, always just a few moments behind. But you continue to run. Desperately, you feel this woman's desperation and terror. She knows he killed her husband-to-be. He killed his own brother. There's no doubt. She continues to push on through the hedge maze. Having been through it more than a few times, she knows where to go. She finally reaches the exit to the hedge maze. The entrance to one of the pillars of the tower. She looks back, and of course, just as persistent as ever, Strahd is running to a maniacal passion in his eyes. She knows the only possible option. She runs towards the staircase leading to the top of the tower. In her wedding dress, tripping more than once on the staircase, nearly grabbed by Strahd himself to be escorted back down to the ground, but she pushes on. She gets to the top of the tower and runs herself up to the balcony. She grips on to the ledge, staring downward.
In my mind, because I am the mind, I am internally screaming.
She looks behind. She hears a voice from... Don't go. Don't do this. We could be everything. You and I, we could be everything. I will never stop. I can't ever stop until you love me. Tower guards appear behind him, spears at the ready. She looks forward, then looks behind her out at the landscape. She leans forward and casts herself off of the tower.
Screaming?
Hurtling, perhaps in your mind, but in hers she falls. And just before you hit the ground, you're back in the community room.
I'm still screaming.
You didn't get any good loot! Seriously, where's the loot?
Whoa, hold up. Give her a couple seconds to get past the whole fact she almost died.
No.
Badger about what loot she got.
No. So, I'll take control for a moment. When the moment she pops back, you just hear her screaming, maybe shrieking, sobbing, and falls to her knees like, no idea what the fuck just happened.
Am I forgetting a mess that we made? Most of these have been messes that we've made, right?
In character, my entire body is shaking as I sob uncontrollably at the emotions I just ran through. What I just saw and experienced. It was not me, but at the same time it was me. I am trying to process what I just experienced.
Kyron, roll a perception real quick.
Or maybe everyone. I don't know.
No, it was just you. But I need Kyron to roll a perception if that's okay.
Sure.
You'd still see it.
That's what I was thinking.
You'd still. Well, Kyron, as you're staring at your friend here, you happen to notice that currently exiting the community center is a strangely familiar old man. And he looks back up at you, staring at him, and you know this guy. You've seen him before. He's the fucking potion dude. And he looks up at you, and he's as you stare back at him, and he goes, "That last one packs a punch, doesn't it?" And then he just closes the door behind him.
Whoa! Kyron hauls ass to the door to catch it before it shuts.
It shuts just as you approach it.
Still rips the door open.
Predictably, he's not there.
Yeah! Motherfucker.
What?
You know, you look like a mouse when you're trying. You look like an idiot when you're trying to chase him like that.
Like who?
You're a mouse chasing a snake. You won't catch it unless he wants you to.
Or it's Stuart Little. But anyways,
Always
so
the hunter.
It's no hunter.
I got
That
nothing.
man can teleport and make illusions so convincing you thought you were in a store. There wasn't one. You're not being hunted, you're being played with.
So, explain the outfits.
What outfit?
The ones we're literally wearing.
Oh, for a second I thought like, oh, did I come back with an outfit or something?
Oh no, she's talking about no. She's talking about the potion master making illusionary clothing. That's not. It's not an illusion. It's an actual dimension. He has his own dimension in a closed pocket.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, did I not mention? Oh, Valen, I apologize. You did come back wearing the dress that you were in.
Oh,
That was your loot. I apologize. I didn't mention that, but that you came back wearing.
where are my old
Well,
clothes?
what about?
They're still on. They're just underneath the dress.
Okay.
So it looks really weird.
Yeah, it looks kind of baggy, weird, but
really
it's a really super fucking nice dress.
I
I mean, like,
staring at my wrist like I'm while sobbing. I'm holding myself. I'm in shock.
Where did you go, Vegas?
What's with the dress?
No, New Vegas.
You wanted her to grab loot. She grabbed loot.
I just look up at Leona. My eyes are terrified. And considering the fact that as a tiefling I don't have irises, like my eyes are just pure purple, I'm genuinely terrified. I don't know how it's being crossed, but
Oh god, you didn't go forward in time to when you had to marry Strahd, did you?
Is that the kind of shit you think about when we're not talking?
Fantasy. Think of.
my
then
God.
kill yourself! I cry out.
Yuna, like, puts her finger in her ear and, like, scratches the inside and is like, you didn't have to yell.
Oh.
He did kill his brother. And she killed herself to get away. I was her. I couldn't control. She ran. She ran. He was always behind her. She leapt off the castle. Couldn't do anything. I was feeling what she was feeling.
Leona's going to look at Kyron and say, Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Maybe we're gonna have to go break up a wedding or crash a wedding.
Oh, fuck you.
Hey,
Oh,
we
no,
do have
not your
invitations.
wedding. I mean, her wedding.
It's
Because
like,
we just created a new wedding
No.
present for Strahd.
no, the sky was full of life and there was greenery everywhere, but it was a blur as she ran through the maze. The guards, they attacked him, but I don't know what happened. She leapt off the tower. All I could see was the gorge coming right at me. Was about to hit. Was about to hit the rocks.
Valine, with your mind now mostly intact and centered in your own body, you start to think about the voice that you heard coming out of your own mouth. And it sounded suspiciously like someone you know.
For a second, I thought you were saying that it sounds like my voice.
No, it does sound specifically like someone you know.
Will I remember in my current emotional state? I'm pretty sure my soul just got fresh.
It's a guttural response. Your mind immediately snaps to one individual. Irina Kolyana.
I uttered the name in Inferno.
I wouldn't change it. It's not how names work.
Okay,
Yeah.
Like out of character, that's not how names work.
Okay,
It's like change the name John Smith from Russian to English. It's still John Smith.
okay. Then I start babbling in Inferno. Like I just broke down. But yeah, I say Irina a few times. Just
I translate.
does Irina? This is Irina. Is her that I don't know her name. I was her.
Yeah.
Right? Irina.
She's mostly speaking gibberish. Something Irina this, something Irina that. I was Irina. I am Irina.
Irina killed herself, but she did not escape. Soul was trapped here. And she is her. Irina.
Now I
Irina's
almost want to check Irina for a curse. Rather than Strahd.
Maybe instead of dying and having her soul ripped apart, she just dies and gets reborn.
Do I know the name of the original person? Like, do I remember that? Was that revealed to me? Like the Monaco?
Yep, I'm here.
Do I know the name of the original who I was?
Peering through your own mind and trying recall the names, you get a partial the name Tatiana rings out.
I look. I calmed down a bit, so her name was her first name before she died was Tatiana. That was her name. And she did not escape. There was still life in Barovia. But even though she killed herself, her soul was trapped.
So,
Before the curse was spread.
let me run a... So, I know I'm bad at secrets, but let me run a hypothetical by you. What if Tatiana did escape?
No. That can't be.
Hear me out here.
No, the voice was the same. The voice, Irina's voice is the same as Tatiana's. And would I know? Would they? I wouldn't know if Tatiana and Irina looked the same or different. I didn't see Tatiana.
You were looking through the eyes
of Tatiana.
Fortunately, she didn't glance at a mirror.
I believe this is not something we want in a public venue right now.
Was there water in the gorge that I could have seen the reflection on?
No, not clearly. All right, and it is right there that we're going to break and continue next week.
Thank you.
So I think it's a really
problem.
bad idea that it's all in public because Strahd is probably watching this whole thing,
And I'm wearing this fucking wedding dress.
as well as openly connecting Irina to Tatiana right there.
Lol.
Just
Omega lol. Anyway,
in the middle of
the
this public
fuck
venue
up.
where Strahd is probably watching over there. Yeah.
I plead the fifth.
Oh!
If anyone, okay, so I'm officially done talking about this campaign because I've given you guys a lot to stew over, and I encourage you to do so.
Are there pearls on this dress?
Maybe, I don't know. You'll have to investigate it.
Next time, I
Next
hope
time.
100 gold.
So it's doing that. Damn it, Roll20 is doing that thing again where I can't schedule the next game. Whatever. Okay, so all right, so now off the topic of D&D. So if you're tired, go. That said, those who are either not tired or to